And it'll get better as the night goes on.
That's an app.
I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know, and everyone you meet. Oh, oh, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Well, welcome back to Live on Patrol. We're in front of the St. Paul Cathedral, and the sky is still going to darken, but it's pretty amazing the light show that they have going on here. We're not right in front because we needed to be able to get the cathedral in the picture, but we're just across the street, and pretty amazing. There is sound if you drive down here yourself or come down here on foot. There's a lot of people on foot. Here you can certainly hear the sound that's in front
It is
of the cathedral.
It is amazing. It is beautiful.
We're going to try to play a little Christmas music here while you're watching here for a little bit. Hopefully we can.
If you got a Christmas bonus,
It's a beautiful sight. Oh, that's the name of the company probably, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's about a 15-minute show, and that was the end of the first 15 minutes. Now we're just looking at a couple commercials for the people that paid the St. Paul Foundation. And we might be able to get a better angle here in just a minute.
It is actually, believe it or not, more vivid on the live stream than it is to the naked eye.
Yeah, the camera always picks up more light, but you know, as it darkens up here and the sky gets a little darker, we'll come back to.
And this is as much as of the cathedral as we're going to be able to show you, due to the pedestrians and vehicles.
Yeah, unless
all around the cathedral.
Yeah, unless the people end up leaving after a show or two. So I think we're right in between shows. There's a little interlude here with colors on the front, and then I think the story of Jesus' birth is depicted in the pictures here. People are starting to come down too in larger numbers.
So during this intermission here, I'm going to give my arm a rest.
Yeah, I'll help. You should try your other arm. We're tipping the camera a little bit because it's uphill here. We need to be able to see it. And what we can do is we'll put a string on the top of it. Here, put that, loop that over there. I'll pull.
Hey, that's a good idea. Here, just
Here, let's use it.
I can hold on to
Let's
it.
use
This
this
will work.
one here. There we go. We got another use for COVID. That's a stronger one, and you can actually just close it, put the top over, and then close the rest in the drawer.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, it's like a slingshot.
Okay, let's give that a try. Look at that.
Not too bad.
Well, you think on your feet.
Yeah, just got to be a little bit of MacGyver in all of us, right?
You must be a cop or something.
There we go. So, anyhow, when the next show starts, we'll be sure we stop talking a little bit. But so there was. Well, if you want more, you can watch it close up. Actually, you can go to. What was that? Somebody sent you a text.
Cathedral Heritage Foundation. You'll be able to watch it up close, and they are broadcasting it as well.
There you go.
And I think that's a Facebook page. Is that whoever texted that, Joe, could you tell me if that's a Facebook page or a website?
Yeah, that's right. You can probably get a better image right on. You won't get the you won't get the
Narration?
narration, though. You'll probably get the song. So, meanwhile, in the big city, we had another murder yesterday. There was a man that was shot at Snelling University driving in his car. St. Paul Homicide Unit is investigating it. At this point, no one's in custody. The man didn't live long enough to call the police, say he'd been shot. Terrible thing. He got to the hospital, but he died on the operating table. It's a terrible, terrible thing. And if it turns out that it's a random shooting, it should be a wake-up call for everyone.
Most definitely.
Which our best guess is at this point, it was he had no relationship with the shooters.
But, 55-year-old man driving for a food delivery and gets murdered. It has all the earmarks of random, but it's too soon to say for sure.
Quality person. Our hearts and prayers go out to the family, his extended family, for their loss. And then while that case was being investigated, homicide investigators were down in Dakota County working with the Dakota County SWAT team, arresting the suspect in the shooting from Marydale Park. So thankfully that suspect has been arrested and is off the street. So 2 back-to-back homicides, bringing St. Paul to 32. It's the highest it's been since 1992, and 34 is the record. So it's not the kind of record you want to break, but
no, it's not.
So I'm a little surprised it hasn't started up again. How about you?
Yeah, I don't know how much of a break they take in between the shows.
I suppose. Well, it's kind of a picturesque view we have here looking over the horizon, huh?
I think so.
I think you should go up there and stand in the picture, though, and then wave to us. So, in other news, you also saw in the article today that the county and the city, I guess I should say the city, is planning on moving 300. Well, I don't know the number, but they're moving 8 different homeless parks. They're requiring them to move out of those parks here, and they're starting on Monday with the one on Kellogg. So I'm not certain what the exact plan. I'm sure they're going to try to get them into other existing shelters.
I certainly hope so.
But of course, a lot of people don't go.
Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh, by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Weren't you saying you wanted to do carpool karaoke on Christmas songs? Is that what you said? You were talking about John, the Gordon guy.
Yeah, James, Corden? Corden. James Corden on the Late Late Show does some funny routines. Okay, we've got the show starting again.
Okay. Someone.
Wish we could get the full view of the front of the cathedral, but at this point we're not able to do that.
So, looks like it's getting ready to go. Oh, here we go. We're going to hear the music, too. Apparently it's on 103.3 is the music. 103.3.
And that Cathedral Heritage Foundation is a Facebook page where they are broadcasting.
So we're going to relax and let you enjoy this while we enjoy it. The manger. Chapter 1.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty stunning.
For those of you that are asking, we will be going on patrol as soon as this show is over here in about 10 minutes, but we will be going on patrol. So please share this with your friends and tell them we're going on patrol as soon as this is over.
But this is definitely a nice, calming, spirit of the season way to start the evening.
can watch it on Facebook. You want to tell them the address?
Yeah.
There? If you want to watch it live without listening to us, that's cool, Paul.
There is an online event right now. It is called Cathedral Illuminated the Manger, Manger. And you're able to watch a live video of it right now. Cathedral Illuminated the Manger. Oh, that's not the...
Oh, see if you can go there. See if we can.
Came up before.
Is that it there? Oh, there's two shepherds in our picture. Five shepherds going to the manger up there. There's only two though. There should be three. Thing is, this cathedral is a beautiful building anytime, you know.
And if you can't find Cathedral Illuminated, the Manger, go to the Cathedral Heritage Foundation, and it's linked through there as well.
So we are in beautiful St. Paul, Minnesota, capital city of Minnesota. Our capital is literally 3 blocks away. You've seen that. And this is our cathedral.
An absolutely beautiful cathedral. And if you on the St. Paul Police and Fire Scanner followers page, someone posted the link to the live video.
Yeah, it's a little better picture than us because they're right across the street or in the front. Well, I'm definitely going to come down here on foot some night.
How many nights is
I
this?
think just maybe tomorrow night before we go live. Because it's 3 nights, only 3 nights.
Okay.
But good to know you can see the full thing online as well. That's beautiful there, man.
Mm-hmm. Turn this on real quick here.
Pat's in the car checking the hot sheet as cars drive by. The hot sheet, of course, is a list of stolen cars. That's beautiful there. good music.
Yes, it is.
The theme of the light show from the Cathedral Foundation is hope and unity. Been a tough year, 2020.
We could use some of both. Hope and unity. Oh, this may be the last night, someone's saying.
I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There you have it. Feel free to applaud from your locations because that was special.
That was beautiful.
So, literally right below us here, just for some perspective, was the original homeless camp from 35E right here, and right beyond that left signal there. But of course that's been emptied for some time. So I guess when you think about the blessings we've been given, we try to figure out a way to pass those blessings on to others.
Indeed.
This is the season that you get to think through some of those blessings.
Okay, go ahead and try to log in now.
Anyhow, also from our friends from the Jewish faith, we understand there's, I think, one more day of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah to all of you.
And we'll go on to celebrate Christmas here in the next week. All right, so back to police work. While we're sitting there.
I suppose we could tilt the camera back.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah. We got to remember not to heat it up too.
Yep.
We definitely had a freezing problem last
What,
time.
375 for code 4 with fire in the hallway.
So you get
Copy, code 4 with fire in the hallway at 1840.
you get colder heat on your side there. Someone called today, said they were going to send you some heated socks.
God bless him.
He's dropping them off on Monday for Pat's feet.
Okay.
160.
Traffic, Lexington, Stinson, Minnesota, Foxtrot, Julia, Charlie.
So we are in downtown St. Paul.
Copy, Lexington, 1840.
Stacy says their neck was getting sore with that angle of the camera.
162.
Well,
Heights Church with Idaho, 1 Baker, Adam Williams,
we're
666.
a very professional production team.
Somebody asked what kind of cars are we looking for tonight. Well, all of the cars we were looking for the other night
Oh, by the way,
have been recovered.
I got to tell you this, for those of you that follow us. Remember that Acadia that we were looking for.
Black GMC Acadia.
Yep. So what happened was they dumped that car off there from Western, and so we were going back up to Western. Turns out, I don't know how it's connected, but turns out that car that they dumped was related to the Loeb Lake murder. And so they determined that the actual gunman in the Loeb Lake, Marydale, let's call it Marydale Park, was the one that stole the Acadia as well.
Right.
So this is why we say things are so connected. It's a small number, but if you could just focus on the career criminals, the ones that are doing it every day, and tie all the dots together, we could make the town much safer just by going after that 3%. You know what I saw? See that truck that went by at the Days Inn?
Yeah.
I saw a Xerox truck today. Because I always use that term Xerox, but half the young people don't know what that means. But there actually is still a company.
There was, however, last night, there was an attempted carjacking at gunpoint, both guys armed with guns, down on, I believe it was 61 and Lower Afton Road. And they, the car they were in was a black Chrysler.
Okay.
I gotta see if there's a black Chrysler on here. On the hot sheet. Not a current one.
Driving by Candyland here, one of our favorite places right here. It reminds me, I want to thank Stan Hubbard from KSTP Television, Hubbard Broadcasting. He sent our office a can of mixed of caramel corn, popcorn, and cheese corn today.
Oh, that's nice.
You can't beat it. Thank you, Stan, for thinking of us. You've been a big friend of law enforcement over the years, and
He's a good man.
personally appreciate your friendship. So thanks for doing a great job in the news industry. He cut a lot of technology edges in the beginning, I'll tell you. Satellite technology, one of the first in the satellite news business.
He was a trailblazer in a lot of ways.
Well, still is, yeah, still is. He's still working. I don't know how he does it. He's kind of a role model. He just keeps working. Got a great family too. So we're gonna go up into Frogtown. That's the Fitzgerald Theater on the right there. Go back into Frogtown.
There's a pretty distinctive looking Subaru Impreza that was stolen this morning. But the person who posted it didn't put out a plate.
Is he copy?
So
168.
168.
Stay in this cab, marks at 171.
Copy 1844.
while we were sitting there, we did get some information on a 400 block of Thomas. Kids threw a brick through the comp's window. You've seen a lot of the number of the kids that are out on the street still.
Phone call request on a
So if you're new to Live on Patrol, that was our Cathedral with the light show, and this is our Capitol in front of us here. Minnesota Capitol in St. Paul, Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz. Oh, I'm sure I posted. You all saw that, but Lola is home. I know most of you saw that on the post. Lola was found, and I'll tell you what. You watch that video of Gina talk about her dog Lola, and if that doesn't bring tears to your eyes, I'll tell you what. And you look at that little dog, and she was doing that selfie video, that little dog in the background sleeping on the couch, twitching because he's so overly tired.
Right.
Was that a tender moment? My wife and I were saying when Rocco gets out and runs around the neighborhood for 5 minutes, we're in a panic. In the neighborhood for 5 minutes. Imagine having your loved one out there in Coon Rapids for 2 weeks. So Gina, amazing job just sticking to it and finding her. Really, really an exciting conclusion to that story. Made so many people happy, but social media was a part of it. There were a couple neighbors that stepped up and spotted her, and
It was on a Ring camera on somebody's porch one night.
Gina sent me a map of where she was found. It looks like Lola made it across the freeway.
Across 10?
Across 10.
Wow.
And was near the railroad tracks. Made it near the railroad tracks when she was found. And so that's amazing. I don't know how the Lola made it across. Hopefully it wasn't across the freeway. That brings, but you know.
It's not getting the notifications.
So we're westbound on University Avenue. Westbound from us, the university runs right behind the Capitol, of course.
2365.
If we were to Rice to Dale is 1 mile, Dale to Lex, and then Lex to Stelling. So 3 miles west of us is where that shooting took place.
Still unusual to see so little traffic at this time of night.
A stolen vehicle to that location and appears to be stopped, but was recently moving. It's unknown if it's occupied. Vehicle's a 2019 Toyota RAV4, silver in color, Minnesota plate. Delta Papa 049.
Our deputies are on the way to a stolen vehicle.
60 Kevin. 65 Kevin.
We're a little far away for that one, but it'll be interesting to see how that comes out. By the way, I gave 4 awards away today for some of our deputies, and I'll post something on our sheriff website. Hey, if you don't follow the sheriff's department website, Facebook page, you should, because we do post work-related stuff from the sheriff's office there as well. Right now, we're looking for a guy who got his car window smashed by a bunch of kids with a brick. So he's apparently driving around looking for the kids. Is that what I remember when we were stopped?
Correct.
You got any new info there, Patrick?
It's the 400 block of Thomas. Threw a brick through his vehicle window. He's driving around trying to find the kids.
So I'm not 100% certain that's a good idea, but
The
squads are so tied up, I don't think they've had a chance to get to this.
Yeah, they've not been able to dispatch this. It's been impending for an hour.
But that's what happens when you don't have enough officers on the street.
It's from last night.
Yeah. And that's supposed to be like a Chrysler or something, right?
2361.
They thought so.
Something like
We'll be a little delayed, but watch out Andy in the curve of that stolen vehicle.
What was that?
Copy.
It's that stolen vehicle out in Badness.
And they do have a squad dispatch to this now. So just so you know, periodically I get distracted from talking to you because I'm checking for pending calls and updates on calls.
Which is a good thing. There was a stolen car here a couple days ago. I ran in on, there was actually it might have been 2 days ago, same day as the murder suspect tried to stole the car at 5 something Kent and drove north here and crashed into another lady, and then fled on foot. That was right here, actually. So you can see all the car parts there.
Oh yeah.
But he was south of Thomas, and he stole the car and fled up here. Crashed into another poor woman.
2267 area.
3 hours later, she was still here waiting for her insurance company to get a tow out here to get her car towed.
Squad 375.
Sad. I talked to her briefly, and she just
375.
said
Assisted 376, 371.
it's sad that it's come to this.
And fire.
Yes, it is.
1853.
And again, that one wasn't being chased. He was just
386.
driving fast after he fled.
386.
On the bottom.
Clear this ice. Copy 1853.
See how
10-1 at the country on Suites. Or 2363. Also stolen vehicle moving in the parking lot at 1853.
did you say people are saying we're freezing again?
Yeah.
I don't-
Well, it's definitely not heat. I mean, the phone is cool to the touch. The cockpit of the car is cool to the cool. Just might be the area.
Well, I don't know. I mean, well, we apologize for that. Could have more to do with, might have to call T-Mobile. We might have to get a different service. What do you think? Try put one of these phones on Verizon, maybe.
Yeah.
2360, the squad's up there. If somebody can get stop sticks at the entrance up there, then so that they doesn't get out of there.
Well, we appear to be up again.
Do we have a squad with sticks at the entrance to the country?
Well, we're just gonna, on the chance that car does run,
65, I'll get them.
we will head north from here.
It was a RAV4, right?
I'm ready. Teresa.
37.
I'll be all rating on this.
Copy 1855.
For those of you that wonder about those yellow lights,
Disregard.
the law is if your front of your car has crossed the intersection boundary, which is the sidewalk edge, that you are
6-3, you got the right car?
technically in the intersection. As long as you're there,
Negative.
cross the intersection before it turns.
Information to squads. County is going to be out at 3505 Agnes Center Drive on a possibly recovered stolen. Vehicle was being tracked by Sirius XM and located at that location. Appears to be stopped. Plate is going to be Delta Papa 049.
Well, now we know it's being tracked by
2019
Sirius
Toyota RAV4 silver in color. Information at 1856.
So that means if they did lose it up there, we're still going to get another trap. So we'll get another shot at it.
Right.
What's the
Copy,
plate?
Right there. Delta Papa 049. Silver.
Code 1857.
So we're northbound on Dale. We're going to run up into that area in case it flees. If it does flee there.
2363 located the vehicle unoccupied. Plate on it currently is Echo Tango Victor 261.
Interesting.
Copy. Located the vehicle unoccupied. I called the airfreight. You still want it?
Traffic.
366, go ahead.
Ooh, busy crowd in here tonight.
Jinx in Westminster 651 Papa Charlie Golf.
362, copy. Jenks in Westminster at 1858.
You can never get in and out of this exit anymore because the way people park.
Mm-hmm.
444 Maryland, West Maryland.
So you can clear the 10-1 for now.
Always a lot of activity here.
Canceling 10-1 at 1858.
Several shootings here in the past, one murder. Last week, a couple of people with guns here ran from the police. They were confronted.
And that was right after we had left here.
Right, and he dropped a gun and a phone.
Hmm.
I wonder what you would want more.
2365.
Well, hopefully he had some selfies on it.
Yeah, exactly.
2365.
I'm checked at the Edna Center for a subject just seen on foot.
Copy in relation to the stolen vehicle.
Possibly disappeared on me.
A lot of
We
business
have a
here.
description.
The Maryland Tobacco
It
supermarket.
was like dark coat, lighter pants with a mask. 2360, they had a party heading towards Super America there.
Copy 267, you can stay clear.
Oh, thank you.
1900.
Car had a little accident, huh?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So we're
Quick
eastbound
traffic,
on,
1900.
eastbound on Maryland from Dale, just passing Western.
Headlights, people, headlights.
You know, your job would be so much easier if we get a license plate reader in there.
No
Next
kidding.
car, right? Whoa, some brights on that guy, huh?
No kidding.
Hey, 44 traffic.
8844.
South 694 at 35W. Missile plate 584, X-ray, zebra, Tom.
Did the picture look okay, Pat?
Looks very good.
Copy traffic, westbound 694, 35W. Regional left.
Was that 9-3 Tango?
Can you put me on a PCN with location 1577 Hy-Vee Avenue East?
PCN, you know, by the way, if you hear
I just heard
PCN on your
4493
scanners,
Tango, 1575 Ivy.
that means previous case number. That means there was a case reported in that address or related there and put me out on a previous case number. They're generally doing some follow-up, getting an interview, or going back to ask some questions. The previous case number. I'm a little surprised at how many people are out and about, aren't you?
Yeah, up here there are. University looked kind of barren, but there's a lot of people up here in Maryland.
75.
1577.
Looks like they got a missing vulnerable adult up there.
Okay.
Breathing, experiencing leg pain, unable to walk.
Like blue jacket, blue jeans. So we can look around for a little bit, huh?
In 1902.
32 years old, 5'9",
Tell them where we're going.
blue jacket and blue jeans.
Information before it's
This
on
is,
medical 2000 White Bear, room number 123.
missing
bed
person
2,
from
89-year-old
1609
male,
Jackson.
1902.
Goes by the name of Markayla. Black female, 32, 5'9", blue jacket, blue jeans.
But she's kind of vulnerable. Is that what-
Vulnerable adult.
2361.
We got enough help. Our location here will be on Diana.
In 1902.
Not a whole lot of open places extremely close to there. Maybe probably the nearest open place is the either the Holiday on Rice or the places at Wheelock and 35.
Yeah. Well, there's a trail behind her there. We'll go up and check in front of the house there, and then there's a trail behind the apartments. We were on that trail the other day, remember? Going through there, and then those apartments.
Right.
You can sneak out the back there on that trail. So,
Could you please investigate?
so backseaters, we're looking for
I'll be out with one code for it.
a 32-year-old woman with a blue jacket. Did you say, Pat?
Blue jacket and blue jeans.
Copy a 19.
So keep an eye out for us.
I got my old light. We're set.
Got my light. I'm set.
So we're at, remember, 1609. The odd numbers are going to be on the west side of the street. That wasn't her, was it?
I'm not sure.
She had a child with her, though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think they'd have said that.
I would think. That'll be the next thing. By the way, she took a child with her.
So, should be right there.
Okay. Looks like some form of home facility or a
Want me to pop up there real quick and see where she's gone before and where they found her?
You mean go in there, you mean?
Yeah.
Here's the latitude on a vulnerable 32-year-old black female that goes by Markayla. Missing for the last 45 minutes.
We need some more clues.
Yeah.
It's 1-5-10.
That's fine.
I get 10-9 that address with 74.
1609 Jackson, the latitude.
Copy. Consider for some pairs on downtown.
Is those St. Paul squads coming?
Yep.
You got your mask?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I have to turn the light off.
Copy. Fletcher, do you want to stay en route as well?
Okay, copy route.
1906.
Not being hit by the husband. Not allowed.
Kind of cold to be out by yourself tonight.
Yelling, open line.
Or 69.
show myself in 5-4 en route to 1450 Sandhurst and then admin duty.
Just verifying the address, 1450 Sandhurst,
Affirmative.
1906.
Some strange lighting there, isn't on the camera. Apologize for that. See if I can back up a little bit. It's that roof light staring right at us. Pat's talking to the resident here, getting whatever information we can. Give us some clues.
Go 267 and 278.
That's a better picture.
267 copy. 78.
Put in our narcotics culture laptop.
Kelly.
1907.
281, you can cancel 278, I'll go not that far.
Copy 278 and clear.
78 copy, thank you.
What else is going on in the city and the county here?
Three 670 clear.
1908.
So Michaela just arrived here today and went outside to have a cigarette.
Code 4, 1908.
Left her bag with a few belongings inside here, but had her purse with her and was overheard giving someone on the phone the address to this place.
Oh,
So she may have decided she doesn't want to stay here.
so the chances of us, unless she gave her, the address to this place. So I was gonna say unless she agreed to meet someplace else, but probably came right to the front, huh?
Yeah.
That's not good.
So they are getting some more contact information of people who know her for the St. Paul car when it arrives.
We're gonna just go over to the Holiday and Speedway just in case she walked over to the gas station, or maybe went to the gas station after she got picked up.
Right.
Surprisingly, she didn't go back and grab her bag.
Said there were just a couple of things in it, and she probably wouldn't mind leaving it behind.
Well, we got to go over on York tonight. Those Christmas lights over on York, right?
Oh, okay.
People have been texting us on that other phone for several weeks. Feeling very guilty about that.
No, we get to where we can. We can't get to everywhere we'd like to.
I want to see. I'm going to pull in here and have you loosen that mount and see how the camera doesn't have any hood on it.
Oh yeah.
So it's tipped up a little more than, I don't know if it's because we stretched the mount, or if it's just not sitting in there exactly, but just loosen it up and see if it can. Usually a little hood is in there because then the focus point is in there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, she don't want to speak with us.
Just loosen it up and see if it's in that.
It's in there. It's in the right place.
Loosen it up.
Okay.
Might as well. Because when we use this,
I think we stretched it out a little bit when I bent it back.
must have, huh? We did.
And I think I can fix that.
Push it forward a little bit? I don't think so, Pat. Let's... Unless you lift it up like that. Only the reason I even care is that the focus point becomes too high if it gets
We've got
too
a little
high.
bit of hood in there now.
Oh, what we do?
Just barely across the top of it. And our very tech-savvy friend Mike says it looks good now.
I think it does move a little bit. I just want to make sure you get a good image.
So we may not be bending it back anymore to show you things.
4431 PPV.
4431.
Can you show me out at 3090 Hazelwood, please?
And we do, we clearly have the hood in it on the Facebook image.
Okay.
Copy, 3090 Hazelwood.
Well, I wonder if that's a different image. Look at. Well, I'll leave that up to you.
Give it a second here to get caught up.
Fine.
Strangely, more hood shows in the live feed than it does on the camera itself. But I think the image looks good.
Things unexplainable, right?
Indeed.
Things unexplainable.
And I guess there's some lights on Western.
Yeah.
Let me.
We're southbound on Rice right now for all of you that are watching or coming up on Maryland. We are going to go west a half mile. Just keep in mind, from Rice to Western is a half mile. Western to Dale's another half mile. And so I'm not sure which Western you meant, but we'll go on to this one.
traffic.
We did have somebody.
Southbound 35W at County Road E Echo 2, Minnesota plate. Barry Sam Lincoln, 830.
Oh, he's on traffic. We did. Well, that's a beautiful house there, man.
Yeah, it is.
Copy traffic at southbound 35W and E2. Yeah, thank you, Marty.
Well, we did have a Santa encounter the other. Oh, fudge. Hang on. Hold this. I don't think he was driving around anything in particular, right?
No.
Let's grab the plate. Clearly was on the wrong side of the road for a period of time, right?
Yep. Foxtrot Hotel Zulu. 655?
Yep, 655. He's gonna go through this one too. Something doesn't feel right about this
Yeah.
one.
I think this car was down at 444.
Here, give me my flashlight back in case I gotta use that on him.
3632 Curious assist off front.
We're running the registration for ourselves just to confirm it's not
What's it
stolen.
been?
Clear 524.
That one's got no plate. The one next to it. White Impala. We're still looking for the silver one, all right?
Far as I know.
Okay.
Very nice to see you.
Well. kind of car is that?
It's I believe it's a Ford Taurus.
Copy.
Let's follow them till we get
It's
to
a
the
black Taurus, comes out of Apple Valley.
till we get to the county.
Go for check.
Jesus.
Code 4 on the stop. Thank you.
Somebody's in a hurry now, huh? Speed limit's 35.
It's moving along pretty good.
$362, copy. You took the suspicious at 1355 Dalen Boulevard at 1917.
It's clear though, the car?
Yes. Yeah. What are we on? Iowa? Yep.
4469.
4469.
We'll be clear for it. Can we get another admin number? 1603 cross.
If he runs, you remember the plate?
Yep.
Yeah, it's because I'm not going to let him run here. That's a dead end. And you can come
Just
out.
verifying 1403 Frost.
1603 cross.
360, copy the update. No PWC. Yeah, 1918. Copy, 1918.
Well. It's
Looks like food delivery.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Wonder why they came straight at us on the road.
Hello, food deliverer. How are you? Good. Just keep at 6 feet if you don't mind. We appreciate the fact that you're out trying to earn a living. It's really good, but when you're driving on the street, you can't just go on the wrong side of the road like that. What was the deal?
Yeah, I'm new. I don't really know this area.
Oh, so were you thinking of turning there or what? When you were back on Maryland, you went on the wrong side of the street?
Were you checking the address or something on your phone?
The GPS took me to the wrong place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of confused.
Yeah, I can tell by your driving. And you're also in a hurry. Is that because you make more money if you deliver more fast or what?
I was kind of late. Yeah, you know, I had
24.
2 orders.
You have, what, 2 orders?
Yeah, so what it takes 2 months.
Well, what would really make you late, how old are you? 21. What would really make you late is if we were stopping you, giving you a tag for speeding and being on the wrong side of the road. That would ruin your whole delivery, right? So we're not going to do that, all right? Please do us a favor. Just be a little more conscious of your driving. So you bet. Have a good night.
Take care.
Take care.
Copy, want to put a park at 1919.
Everybody's trying to make a living.
That's right.
I told you the best way to not be stopped by cops is to have a Domino's pizza thing on top of your house. He was polite.
Yes, he was. Reasonable explanation.
I gotta admit, you know, I called that one wrong. I thought there was something,
Yeah?
but the driving, the characteristic, the driving was not good.
Well, I think he realizes that he got a pretty big break. That would have been a very expensive ticket.
He seemed honest about it, though. That was the one thing.
That's-
don't you think? He seemed
that goes a
genuine.
long ways.
He's using his GPS to figure out where he's going so he can deliver food.
That generally goes a long ways with an officer.
Is that Susie? At least say hi to her, everybody. Say hi to Susie. She's up working the holiday up here at Wheelock.
Welcome,
Susie.
welcome back out, Susie.
She's going to ask you for some money, Pat.
Yes, she was.
And then as soon as she realized it was us, she said, oh.
Whoops. It's
we have donated to
361, go
Susie
ahead.
numerous times in the past.
Just mine, total.
It's just-
Alpha Charlie Whiskey 693.
We have a lot of other people we want to help too.
Just mine in DeSoto at 1921.
This car here, I don't know what they're doing here.
eating.
Eating. How's it going?
Hey, good.
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Can I get a picture of you when Mom watches your show?
Of course, of course, of course.
Reverse explain.
We're not that good looking though.
It's okay.
Want to throw a selfie?
Yeah, we'll do a selfie. My camera.
No, can you get us? Oh, there you go.
She makes me watch it too. She makes me
Makes you.
It makes you. Does she make popcorn at all while you're watching it or not? Oh, I like it. I like it. Hey, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks
Hey,
for
I told her when you drove by, like, there they go. The guys on TV, like,
thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good one. Nice, folks.
Yeah.
Fairview Avenue North on Highway 36. An accident, property damage. Two vehicles, Jeep Mercedes van.
I don't know, Pat. It's like it's busy before we come on, and then it's busy after we're on.
I know.
Negative, we're still on it.
Maybe we should say, okay, I think it's time to go to the east side, and then park immediately and don't move and see what happens.
Just do that, but people would still know where we are. It's a beautiful night out. 27 degrees. By the way, the rinks are starting to freeze up. Good. Just, last few days of cold weather. My son has been out skating on a pond. Glad to report that in most places of the pond there's 5 or 6 inches of ice.
We'll take that accident.
Different situation on the bigger lakes, though.
Well, and if there's contributaries like, runoff, the salt and stuff on the street, if it runs off into ponds, then it melts because the freezing temperature
Right.
drops. But the good news is, for those that are interested in getting out skating, the rinks are starting to flood rinks now.
All right.
I told you the December 15th to February 15th brackets.
Oh, the other day when we were behind the black GMC that we thought was the Acadia, it ended up being a GMC Terrain. So it was not stolen. There was a little bit of peculiar driving behavior involved, but no, it was not stolen. We're southbound on Rice Street at Ivy. That's Maryland up at the light up ahead.
Thank you. Traffic 1925.
That's what we probably.
Yeah, unless it's an egregious traffic violation, we like to give people the benefit of the doubt. That delivery driver we stopped is a hardworking kid, out making an honest living. I personally did not see any reason to financially burden him with a ticket when having a conversation with him accomplished the same thing. I don't think they ever did find that white Ford Escape they were chasing the other night, did
No, we stopped it yesterday, was it, when I was working with Abby?
they? That was the one, you think?
No, we stopped one, but it wasn't the right one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
5184 Tango here. Good night.
And no, we are not in a marked squad car. We are in an unmarked SUV.
I forgot we were on the way to Western.
No, that's
For
right.
the Christmas lights.
1000 or 1100 block.
Also, I want to swing by the 1100 block of Virginia because that's where we believe the owner of the White Escape
Right.
actually lives. So we were looking in that area, but we never found it.
Ah, Colleen, sister of our dear friend John McManus and Tim McManus the judge. Yeah, we definitely have to do some catching up.
How did you put up with that John guy when you were growing up?
Good question.
Are you older or younger? Because if you're younger, that would be rough. If you're older, you could keep in line.
Both calls from her came from a 911 only phone.
Copy that, thank you.
You're welcome, 1927.
We went by the lights on Western once. I don't know if there's
366.
a new array.
366.
Oh, that's right. We sure did.
We gotta get over to
1079 DeSoto Street, upper unit for a loud music complaint.
gotta get over to York on our travels.
Copy.
Thank you, 1928.
And yeah, for the person asking, there have been a lot of just random criminal damage to property, to vehicles, of windows being broken, in addition to and stolen from, and the cars themselves being stolen.
I watched a little news story about New York, how downtown New York, how
Copy, 1928.
how tough things are right there, and
They're facing a lot of challenges.
yeah, it's I mean, it's everywhere. It's the restaurant. They're doing hearings right now at the state capitol to talk about how they can help the restaurants. Some of them are just saying we're going to die otherwise. But New York's under a lot of stress too. There's some nice lights there, Western.
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, the bulk of the messages are letting us know we were freezing earlier.
We're all good now?
We are looking
Apparently.
good.
Oh, I know. We were here at this house for Halloween. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
oh,
right.
yeah.
We were here for Halloween, and now they got their Christmas lights up
Oh, this is
on the back of Camp's Market. Yep.
that's
Awesome.
nice. And there were no license plates on the white Ford Escape for the person asking.
Good. Edward, Yellow, Victor, 389.
All right. Well, it's been a little bit
Copy the play.
slow for now.
4469.
Well, that should make it pick up now that you said
There
that.
you go. There you go.
Squad to the clear report. Can we have another admin number for 1370 Ripley?
Squad 366.
366.
You can be clear of your call for the comp. The music has stopped.
Copy.
1930.
Speed.
Used to assist traffic control. If they can block northbound Fairview, the center lane and the turn lane at Highway 36.
We are going to go.
Copy. Squad to back. traffic control.
Someday in the daylight, we're going to go on the
Northbound Fairview,
railroad
36.
tour.
5188 Tango. We'll cross the Fairview.
Pretty interesting down there.
On 1931.
Might swing by the homeless encampment on Kellogg. Just if people are awake, ask them what they're thinking they're going to do. You know?
Right.
Squad's on a pickup and hold for felony domestic abuse violation. Lamario, Jaquan, Sanders, blackmail, September 5th of 85. 5,880 pounds. Again, Lamario, Jaquan, Sanders, blackmail, September 5th of 85. 5,880 pounds. All squads, 1932.
Information for squads for a 72-hour pickup and hold issued out of West for domestic abuse of an OFP
I hear
violation.
that a few times because we are scanning 6 channels.
The victim is Lamario, Jaquan Sanders, blackmail.
And they end up broadcasting it on every radio channel so that all the officers are aware.
180 pounds. Information at 1932.
They also get a message sent to their computer-aided dispatch CAD terminal, but not everybody can or does read all their messages all the time.
Copy. We'll have the TC call back and find out where the victim is.
Corporate 31.
4431.
Vehicle will be waiting in the food court.
Wait. 166. Oh, that's your hammer. Copy 166 and 175. Wait down at 30.
Anyhow, we gave away 5 awards today, and in a COVID setting, we couldn't really have a party. We had our 2019 awards scheduled in April for a bruncheon at Jimmy's. We canceled it and hoped that COVID would be gone by July. Of course, it never was. But we honored several people. One of them is our Correctional Officer of the Year, Billy Burkhart.
2365, 2267.
Billy Burkhart's worked for the Sheriff's Office for 20 years.
600.
And besides working for the Sheriff's Office, he's just an unbelievable East Side hockey coach and youth coach. Just
Hobby Lobby 82.
been coaching over there hockey for 25 years, I think.
As well.
Keeping the program running.
Chevrolet truck.
Works with Moose at Strauss, you know, for the East Side Johnson program.
Questions.
Billy Burkhart runs the programs of in the jail for inmates so that they can, you know, hopefully come out with some skills that they don't have when they're in there. And he connects inmates with AA, you know, different programs for them to develop their skills as well. And
2361.
he's also a union steward, which people look to him as an informal leader. So congratulations to Billy Burkhart, who is our Correctional Officer of the Year for 2019.
Now, the lights on the east side on New York,
Yeah.
are you thinking like the 1500 block?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to get there. I think the guy that texted me said they go off at 11, but we'll get over there at some point. And then our Volunteer of the Year, Carol Ann Martin. Carol Ann is just, well, I don't know how many years she's been with us as a volunteer, but just helps us put so many hours in on different projects, especially our CERT team, which is emergency response. We have a large civilian emergency response team, and we have community affairs officers as well that help with that. And you know, we love when we have volunteers that have kind hearts, because that's what we're trying to do. And Carol Ann's supervisor said she's the only person I know that sends you a thank you letter when you send her a thank you letter. That's how kind she is.
That's
so
pretty cool.
Congratulations to Carol Ann as our
175.
volunteer of the year.
Please do a call back.
And by the way, for those media critics out there, I'm not reading anything in my pad.
Not a thing.
This is just off the top of my head.
1937.
So our civilian of the year is Cindy Davey. And Cindy Davey works with our volunteers as well. And
What an amazing woman.
yeah, thanks for saying that, because she's always smiling, always positive. And we really appreciate people like her. But
Copy 1541 Maryland.
she's the first thing people see when they come to volunteer with our department, you know. And how do you beat it? You know?
Right.
Want to say anything else about her? Because
Just she and her husband Jack are two of the most amazing people I know. Just bottom line.
Jack, of course, has been involved with the Emerald Society for years, right?
Oh yeah.
And, I guess there's some Irishman in him or something. I don't know.
I think there's a lot of Irish in Jack.
173, ignore the disturbance.
Thank you, Cindy, for everything you do and have done for so many years. Then Jason Maltby was our investigator of the year.
25, you can cancel those
Jason's
cars
been
because of the disturbance.
one of our, well, whole investigative team deserves a ton of credit. We have one of the finest investigative units now. Anyway,
73 copies, thanks guys.
and Jason is one of them. He's worked
169 copies.
several serious cases, homicide cases, and
And Squad, I was just on the phone with that man down 185. You're taking
he came from North St. He was hired from the North St. Paul Police Department before
That's
he
correct.
came over. But they're just a quality, quality group of investigators
grand a pizza
in
hut
there as well.
reference the
And then
delivery driver.
one of my
Larry
favorite
Music.
deputies, Mike Casey. Mike Casey has worked a
175.
traffic car out there for a decade, and besides working the traffic car,
Go ahead.
Mike
Squad
is
175, yeah.
probably one of the best spokespersons for the department when it comes to talking about traffic enforcement, kids. He helped the young Boy Scout, Eagle Scout program, to get his project by talking to him about driving without texting, and he just
7500.
such a nice way about him. So
684.
Very cool.
Mike Casey, congratulations as
684.
You guys called me out with that
a
vehicle.
deputy of the year.
Come to my call.
Boy Lincoln King, John Adam King.
And if you ever get stopped by him, he's got the biggest smile in town, so he doesn't scare people. He just is polite all the time. And where are they going?
That way.
On this street or down below?
On this street, it was a silver, it looked like maybe a
Some
Subaru.
cars speeding by. Almost hit some people on the street.
They're going south on Wabasha.
Is it racers?
Yep.
Going over to Harriet Island.
Yep.
So, Mike Casey's nickname is Skippy. So I'll use that term again. Let's just play dumb like we don't know where they're going.
Yeah. What's that
Even
thing?
though people sometimes think they're playing
Yeah, all went
left here, right?
left.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see them over
1915.
there. Actually, no, you can get there this way. Is that them there?
And Highway 96.
I believe so.
Oh, my goodness.
21st and 96. Might be off first, 40.
361 investigate.
Or did they-
Yeah, that's that silver one right in
361, go
front of
ahead.
us, I
Yeah.
think is the one that was making the noise.
Arlington, Mississippi.
No, that's not it. I don't
I
think.
think there's a way to get over there.
Arlington,
through here,
Mississippi
apparently,
at 1940.
huh? I didn't think you could. I guess we'll know in a
Oh,
minute.
yeah, we'll know in a second. Yeah. That's the same sound.
Oh, very good, very good.
Information is split. County East and County West are going to be currently tied for the 10-1 at Central.
Oh.
There is clear at 1941.
126.
Clear GOA.
You went right? The other
Yep.
car went left.
166 Squad's clear GOA 1941.
A1 Tango, 2500 south.
Copy it, 275 rotated, 1941.
I don't hear him. Did he park?
I don't know, maybe it's looped around.
Well, we would hear his
Yeah, I
motor.
think. Can we get in that way?
We've been through this a few times.
He's not to the right.
We would have heard his motor if he was gunning it. Well, the other one went left. I think he pulled over on us.
30 seconds out.
Run for the old light.
Can you show me en route to Harvard and Page for parking?
Copy 1942.
Well, the other one went this way.
Ah.
Well, we're going out to Raspberry Island. It appears that the
Colorado reference a male and female that was out of a white SUV. They broken side back window.
175.
175.
it's right behind us.
Cancel 173, okay.
173, I copy, thank you.
There he is.
Yeah, that's the one.
Copy 1943.
It wasn't the one in the lot.
Mike Bravo 043. Hi, how's it going? Your motor has a no muffler or what?
Yeah, I'm actually I have to get it welded.
You welded?
Yeah.
Well, you should try not to drive too fast then until it's fixed,
I know.
because it draws attention to you.
I know. I need to get it welded because it's really loud and it wakes up my parents.
Do your parents ever tell you to get it fixed?
My dad tells me I need to work to get it, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Until then, just you can't drive like that. You know. What are you guys doing tonight?
Just hanging out.
Out there and hanging out over there or where?
Just here.
Well, how come people are walking over there? Is that because I showed up?
I don't know them. I don't know.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. All right. Drive slow. Drive slow. You too. Did she say Merry Christmas?
2361.
I didn't catch that last
I
part.
think she said Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
2500.
Not even 100% sure that was her.
Copy out on field 2500. Anyone not on site?
So you get the feeling they park down here and walk up there to?
I don't
I don't know.
I don't know what their game plan is.
Well, let's just ask them. Because they don't look like they're dressed for the cold. Hey guys! What's going on? Well, come on over here and socialize a little bit.
How you doing tonight? Is this just a good spot? Is this a good spot to watch them from?
Hey, I tell you what, tell your friends to come over here or we're going to tow the cars. Just tell everybody to come over
Tell
here.
them to come over here so we don't have to tow the cars.
Where'd he go?
You're not in any trouble.
We're not the enemy. We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Just what? Was right here? Hey, what is your name? Okay. What's your last name? So are you Corinne?
Yes, sir.
Oh, very nice to meet you. I'm Bob. What's your friend's name? Yeah. Well, very good.
525.
Hey, come over to the car a little closer.
Would you please ask your friend to come out here?
Yeah, if he's got a weapon, tell him to leave it over there.
168 174.
Hey, come over here. We're not going to arrest you. Okay, how old are you guys? How,
do nothing.
I know, I didn't say you did. I said we're not going to arrest you. Okay.
How old are you guys?
Oh, I'm 20.
20?
Yeah.
6-1-20.
Hey, I got a question to ask you. You know that game that's kind of like volleyball, but the ball gets kicked over the net with the feet?
Yeah, I'll make a note for 174.
Septak or tap, you know.
You don't know that game?
You know the game where you kick it with your feet, the ball.
Over the net.
The back of the address, breaking windows.
Okay.
Well, a lot of the Corinne friends we have, they play that game. They play that game. So what's your plan tonight? What are you going to do? Hang here? You're not racers? Race cars? You're just fishers? All right. What high school did you guys go to?
44 copy.
Huh?
Now we go to Deb school.
Yeah, but what high school did you go to?
Before?
Yeah.
Before I go to Como.
Como? How was it there?
Great.
Did you know the teacher Roy Magnuson at all? Social studies teacher Roy Magnuson?
Nah.
He was a good teacher. Yeah, he was there when you were there.
Not there yet.
Not there anymore. All right, later. Take her easy.
Tell your friend we said hi.
See, the thing about these little encounters,
And squads for Van Buren.
it isn't always about policing.
Jasmine, Okia,
It's about
Black
learning.
Female 29,
So now we just learned that the Corinne kids are hanging out here too, right?
leggings.
They may not even be racing. They're just hanging out here. He said they were going to go fishing, right?
Yeah.
Fishing on the river, and I don't know if that's true, but that might be
And
true.
that caller did advise
There's
one of
definitely
them
fish in
was
this
trying to run
river.
the other person
But the
over.
Corinne community is just in that phase that every immigrant community goes through, trying to figure out, trying to figure out how they get to the next level in life.
1948.
And you can tell their English skills are a little bit struggling, but they're getting better, and it's just they need a little helping hand. I always say any immigrant community, you got 20 years to set a 200-year legacy in place. So whether it was the Hmong or the Somali, when you bring in large numbers of community members, you got to help that first generation. So the school that I'm working on putting together is going to target a lot of those Corinne kids. I think we can rescue a lot of them.
Sipak Takra.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Sipak Takra. That's the name of the game.
Sipak Takra.
Thank you.
For a minute there, I thought you were Worf in the Star Trek. That's sounds like a Klingon. Sipak Takra. Wouldn't mind. It's a nice place. I mean, this is down by the river here, the West Side Flats. Well, you know what's going to happen. I guarantee we're going to drive across this bridge. We're going to leave the west side, St. Paul. There's going to be a stolen car and shots fired on the west side.
5188.
But anyhow, back to this. Part of these community engagements, there's no intention of trying to, arrest somebody. It's learning, who's out there hanging where, what are they doing, just so you can get to know the community a little better.
Right. I don't know any background on this, but up in the Western District at 600 block of Chatsworth, in Pending, there's a call for a mom breaking into the house. I wonder what the background on that is.
Include on that.
Juliet Echo 085.
Teenagers locked her out or what?
Good question. I'm checking to see if there's any further information.
1950.
If it was a matter of locking themselves out of their car and trying to break into their car, I would have a lot of background knowledge I could impart on that one. about. I wouldn't be too popular when I got home.
Code 4, 1 in custody.
Copy, code 4, 1 in custody, 1951.
Oh, we're still gonna go to Kellogg, aren't we? Yeah, just gotta
Oh,
check
yeah.
in to see what the plan is for the. See if they have a plan. I know they posted a sign over here that they would be forced to move on the
166, are you
21st.
code 4 there?
Most generally, what happens is people move on their own before they're forcibly moved. And if you want more information about it, you can read the
9173.
article that was in the
166,
Pioneer
you
Press
code 4.
today. I don't know if it was in the morning paper or.
And 166, 1012.
10-12. So you count the tents here, Pat. Get your old light.
Let's see what
Show
this.
the RO of the vehicle you gave me, Pablo Sergio Martinez, showing a gross miss for interference with 911.
This interest. There was 2 tents there.
Two tents there.
1952.
So we're in Kellogg Park here in St. Paul by the river. You count them. I'm
3, 4, 5, 6,
Hey guys, how's it going?
7, 8,
Hanging in there?
9, 10.
They're making everybody move next week, huh?
Copy, there.
Is it? Where's the signs?
166.
Oh, are they right over here? Making everybody move. That ain't good.
5180 Tango area.
Yeah.
Copy, 1953.
How's it going, partner? Good. You doing okay?
16, 17, 18, 19,
Squads 180
20.
and 612.
Looks like they're having fun. So what's that sign say there, Pat?
It says, notice of encampment site cleaning December 21st, which is Monday, at 9 a.m. All of Kellogg Mall Park. And
I know.
And I can't read the small print.
She's in what?
He's messing with you. Don't listen to him.
Is she beating up on you?
You were playing.
I think it
Arrest her.
looked like she was forcing you into the car.
Arrest her. I was trying to get out. Can you help me?
You weren't trying that hard
I
though.
was forcing him to listen to country music.
That wasn't country though.
Well,
And
no, it was actually 80s, huh?
Yeah, it was 80s. And I was alive back then, so I know that. You guys hang out here at the camp or?
Yeah, we be down here all the time. We go out
You know, see there's a sign here that says they're closing, huh?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go
I
then?
copy. Bravo 783 and Bravo 108 are on scene.
Is your stuff here or do you it's all in the car or what?
169. If you want to start that way,
I mean, at least you got a
female
car,
on
huh?
scene that broke into the house. Possibly will fight with the police. Danielle Civils, black female, 1127 of 84, 5'9" heavy build, tattoo.
How many people you think are here?
There's a child on scene. Correction, looks like there's 3 juveniles on scene.
I would guess there's 62. The city said there's only 36 here, but I bet there 50, 60. I think you're right. Are there any children here or not? No, just adults. Yeah. How many people do you think here are interested in going to a shelter? Or how many would rather just be in their tent? Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
And squads for Chatsworth also be advised that.
Well, they're going to give you a shelter if you want to go to one.
Cigarette to burn the
You got to tell them you're a couple, though.
Decline medics.
We copy.
1956.
You think more than half will go, or you think they'll want to move somewhere else? To the shelter? Oh, that's good. Well, I mean, it is winter.
I'll take care of all the vehicle functions.
Yeah, and there'd be a lot of snow. Just there was 2 feet of snow on the East Coast. How'd you like to be out there?
Happy 590 University Avenue West for a motor vehicle
Well,
theft in the
hey,
last 5
put that 80s music back on.
Silver Toyota Camry. Looks like a plate.
You got, hey, the thing about being a couple, you got to get along. You gotta. Here's what you got to do. What's your first name, sir? Huh? Oh, there. Here's what you got to do. You listen to her version, and you tell her what you think, and then you do it her way. See you guys later.
See you later. Take care.
How's it going, guys?
How you doing?
See ice?
366.
366.
Looks like about 35 tenths.
2 Magnolia and an animal complaint. Dogs have been barking in the last 2.5 hours.
Copy.
1957.
No plate or year, but a silver Toyota Camry was stolen from Unidale Mall within the last 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, here's a bunch more tents down here.
Yeah, so probably a total of about 40 to 45 tenths.
Okay.
Where's your flat, Megan?
537 assisted.
Copy 1957.
Oh yeah, I bet those people that live in Kellogg Square, they got some nice Christmas lights up there.
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't know if your buddy,
Our buddy hasn't.
I don't know, but they did some nice decorations up there.
Yeah.
He's a Saturday night viewer, I think. Silver Toyota Camry, we're waiting for the plate, huh? Is that what you're
Yep.
saying?
And it looks like we're not going to have it until the squads are on scene.
It's Jeremy Bolin. We just
2411.
met him the other day.
Behind the silver
Oh,
Toyota Camry that comes back to the RO
Oh,
on that motor vehicle left.
where are you?
oh, this is.
Boy Edward Frank 451. We are eastbound University behind the Capitol.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Strap in, Patrick.
I'm strapped in.
2411 copy. Eastbound University behind the Capitol Link.
See, he ran the plate and it came back to the registered owner that was there. Oh, that ain't good. I'm gonna let this.
Clear right.
Hopefully, this guy will.
Got the lights.
Squad doesn't have his lights on. I don't know if he knows that. You got to put that on center.
2411 not stopping southbound Robert.
Here he comes. Right there. Coming
What
right at
channel
us.
is he on?
Bravo 783. We're close for out here.
Bravo 73 coming.
Well, that didn't work too well. Needed one more car, huh?
Are we able to pass shell tank with them? 11 crossing 10th Street.
Whistler should have jumped in there with us.
Guys, I have them available.
Is there a West boss on the air?
We were just talking about Jeremy.
106.
106, 2411 is
What channel are
behind
we on?
I'm not sure what channel he's on.
southbound 10th. 362, clear
We'll
Judah.
find out what
Trying to
channel
find
we're
it.
in so I can figure that out.
7, going wrong way down Minnesota.
There we go. Channel 1. St. Paul Channel 1.
Copy.
St. Paul's not going to get involved.
Clear right.
What channel are we putting the chase on? Pick one. He's not really going that fast. Are you on one?
Channel 1 is passed with
Yes.
Okay.
So we're just going to stay on one. 'cause
I'm
that's-
just gonna take him here. I'm gonna get right in front of him.
2411, we're at St. Peter.
Copy, St. Peter.
How'd that work? Go on to Ramsey County and tell them to send a Cutler squad down here.
Crossing 7, heading
Central.
back towards 94.
Central, just tell them, have them send here. Let me take it because they'll probably not recognize my voice.
Copy, Old 6th Street, crossing 7.
2400, send a couple county cars to help 2411.
Coming under the bridges underneath the
We're going on to
heading towards 94.
94 westbound. Let's get a pit car down here. We're going to have them on a freeway here in a minute. We'll be out of
Left
downtown.
tire.
Yeah.
Copy, Spot the Star, westbound 94.7.
Advise the troopers. Tell them to advise the state patrol.
We're telling. Whatever you can pet.
Got pit certified.
Tell them to get the troopers though.
2400. Get the troopers advised also.
Copy. What's your front location?
Westbound.
Just getting on 94 westbound.
You tell them on there though. Westbound 94.
Getting onto westbound 94 from,
That'll be Dale in a minute.
we're coming up on Dale here in a second.
Westbound 94 at Dale.
A quarter mile from
Really
Dale.
good. I think his emergency brakes were.
Copy.
And,
Switch over to LTAC.
13
One.
Yes.
Dale.
Copy, westbound 94.
He's at
Zone.
70 miles an hour, normal speeds, and something's burning, maybe a tire.
Still eastbound. Speeds are 94.
Westbound in the far left lane.
Westbound, far left.
Are we going to go to LTEC 1?
2411, if you can switch to LTAC 1, that would be best. I can channel on Twitter.
Living on LTAC 1. Coming up to Hamlin.
Okay.
Before we do, can you check with the helicopter?
One 106 on St. Paul 1. No St. Paul squad. It could be involved in this excursion.
That's fine.
Intermission squad.
We're passing Snelling, westbound 94.
411, continue westbound passing Snelling.
Speeds are down to 68.
That tire is,
He was saying he thinks it might be the emergency brake is on.
well, that would be nice.
Yeah.
This was just stolen from that house, right?
Yep.
What?
2411.
2411 approaching Green.
Copy, approaching green, just to advise, state has been notified. Did you also want me to notify you? Minneapolis.
Confirm.
Copy.
You want me to do the broadcasting for him?
One time is 2005.
Yeah. Jesus.
You're on LTAC.
612 at 94 Dale. 2411 approaching 280. Middle lane. Moving to the far inside lane.
What's the status of a county pit car?
Copy, passing 280.
Speed 60.
Copy. Speed 60.
Yeah, we gotta watch for him to do a quick exit.
2400, can you check on our pit cars arrival?
Checking out Tech 1 for any pit car in the county.
2165, I'm coming from 9635W right now.
I'm watching for him to get way left and do a quick exit.
Got her. That's why I'm back as far as I know.
W at County Road I.
Not gonna miss this.
Passing Huron.
Copy, passing Huron. And information is closed. Deputy Boland has permission to pit. Again, Deputy Boland has permission to pit.
He's not pit certified.
2411, copy.
Or is he?
Passing Riverside.
Copy, passing Riverside. Just to advise, Trooper 5 is in the air and they'll be moving to Attack 1.
Beautiful, thank you. You copy that, Jeremy?
I hear you, I'm at 90. Trooper 5 on LTAC 1. We just launched out of St. Paul. We'll be overhead in a couple minutes.
Jeremy, just stay with him until the trooper shows up.
Copy. Passing Cedar.
Copy, passing Cedar.
It's dark out here, right? It isn't just my imagination.
It's
there's
dark.
no street
It's
lights.
very dark.
What the hell?
Continuing westbound past 94
This
for
is
35
This is
W.
where he'll get.
Copy, continue westbound past 35W.
Coming into Lowry.
Copy, approaching Lowry.
He's doing a very nice job.
Yeah, he is.
Very, very nice job. As long as nobody pulls over on the left. That is the major problem we got on these freeways.
Wouldn't it be nice if there was a traffic jam locking up?
There might be, but
Entering the tunnel, still westbound.
Copy, in the tunnel passing westbound.
we could close the gap, but just because he...
Is there anybody ahead of me with sticks? If they come west 394, you got 2 state squads at 394 and 100.
Perfect.
2360, I'm trying to get it to 494. Just coming out of the tunnel.
The speeds aren't actually dangerous.
It's not.
But
Speeds are at 95.
this is the problem, though. He assumes that we're going to stop chasing him.
He doesn't realize he's got Jeremy behind him.
And information is West Minneapolis will not be helping in the pursuit, but will help on a perimeter if needed.
Well, we probably need a perimeter. So does that turn
It's
to
been
the left?
1101.
Cinnamon 101.
Yeah, not far. I'm not with Ramsey. And any innocent squads of sleepers are close. Jump out. Where are they at now? Out.
2411, updated location.
In Broadway.
2411, copy, Washington and Broadway.
Did you say Washington and Broadway or exiting Broadway?
Kelly.
I think he said Washington.
Okay, there he is.
That's his.
Approaching Dowling.
Approaching Dowling.
Feature 110.
Copy, speed up 110.
See, that's the way. If you had a pit car right early on University Avenue, you take them right then.
Sure about LTEC. One in a car and then one later than I think that might have them.
Silver Toyota Camry. Far left lane. I'm right behind him. Passing Dowling. Moving to the number 2.
Something's got to go wrong with that car, right?
Right in the far left lane, passing Dowling.
Aren't you glad I got filled up with gas before we went to the
Boy, am I ever.
That wouldn't be good. I'm surprised.
Moving to the right. Under the railroad bridge.
Some of the other squads aren't here yet.
Under the right lane, under the bridge.
That's not good. Let's see what this. So we gotta watch. They'd like to run into North Minneapolis and then bail. That's the problem. Is they're probably gonna get off and run into North Minneapolis.
Come on.
That is,
Come on, trooper. Let us know you're over them.
Oh, he's back in the left lane now, huh?
He's been staying on one road for a long time.
Approaching 254.
Are we gonna go?
Copy, approaching 252. Copy, far left lane, approaching 252 and 694.
Alright, German 5 has the vehicle now.
Alright.
We're passing under 53rd now.
Lane 411, go again.
Passing 53rd, moving to the right.
Jeremy, go ahead and back off a little bit, as long as the trooper has it, but don't get so far away that we can't find him when he fails.
Far right lane.
Alright, pass under 57, we're in the right lane now.
Copy, right lane. And 2411 to back off.
A little bit.
Copy, exiting to staying on 94 and 694. Westbound.
Stayed on the
Westbound
highway.
94 now.
Westbound
Copy, westbound
94.
94.
Rendell is coming up.
We're approaching single now. Still one lane.
Copy, still left lane, approaching 2.
Tommy's up there now.
We're going to the right lane now. Looks like we could potentially take shingle.
So we got two marked squads up there.
Negative, move to the right lane. Looks like they could be potentially exiting. Nope, we're going to continue. Westbound on 94. Passing shingle now.
We got a pit certified car now up there. And
Far right, guys.
Sergeant Donnie Rindle.
Alright, moving to middle, moving to left lane now.
We got Jeremy Boland.
On the left lane.
We got Inspector Mike Whistler up ahead.
Moving back towards right lane, passing under Xerxes.
Copy, passing the Xerxes in the left lane.
Right lane. We got Brooklyn Center involved.
Ramsey County K9, third car.
K9, we got a K9 in there now.
Left lane now, approaching Brooklyn Boulevard.
K9's third line.
Left lane, passing Brooklyn.
That's what he said, yeah.
Good.
Passing Brooklyn Boulevard, left lane.
left lane, Brooklyn Boulevard.
We don't have to be right on them.
Over the middle lane now.
We can drive at a reasonable pace, knowing the helicopter's on them.
The helicopter's on them. A pit certified car is on them.
Professional vehicle.
Ooh, right and back into the left lane now.
Heavy vehicles continue west on 94 in the left lane. Passenger cruise active, we're pursuing you. Copy.
Left lane passing under Zane.
Copy.
1248 units. I'm going to try to get sticks at the 94-494 split.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
We're going to be testing sticks at 94 and 494.
Awesome.
I'm passing Botany Boulevard, region 1.
Copy, passing 81.
Alright, left lane. Coming up to Boone.
Copy, approaching Boone, left lane.
Well,
Passing under Boone, middle lane.
Yeah, I got 3 troopers up here at 494 and 694 sticks, hopefully.
it's another
Copy,
reason
troopers up with sticks at 494 and 94.
not to be too close, so
Passing under 169.
get those sticks out of the way.
Passing under 169.
So the troopers hold off on those sticks unless we're actively engaged in a pursuit. Let's let the helicopter follow this one. Isn't Ramsey County still in pursuit of it?
Yes, and we're fine with the sticks.
Oh, no, if you're good with that, we're going to try to stick it here at the Parkway. Sure, as long as they're actively engaged in a pursuit still. Fine.
We are, and we want the sticks.
Okay.
Passing Hemlock now.
Copy, passing Hemlock.
Alright, more to the right. And back to left lane.
Hold off on those sticks.
Copy, vehicle will be in the left lane.
Is there a K9 in this, or am I the only one?
There are County K9 that is third in the pursuit.
I hate when this happens here.
2366 K9.
We're committed to 94.
Copy, committed to 94.
So we didn't use the sticks there.
What number is K9? 1265 here, and I'm K9.
County, Ramsey County 2360 is going to be third.
Number 3 car, Ramsey County K9.
Passing under Weaver Lake now.
Hold on.
Copy, passing under Weaver Lake.
We're still in the left lane.
That's what happens
Left lane.
when you merge in there. Always leave yourself an out,
Always.
even if it's the shoulder of the road. Probably the thing that I've stressed with my kids more than anything. So we're a little bit back further now. We can still see the reds. I got a feeling feeling Donnie Brindle will probably take him in a slow turn.
Keep updating, guys.
I don't know.
Trooper 5 is going to update the location.
We're still west on 94. Moving between the lanes. I'll get you across here in just a second.
Copy. Continue west on 94.
Roof Parkway, and now we're left lane.
Copy. Passing Maple Grove Parkway at 2022.
Passing the Maple Grove Parkway now. Still left lane.
How many runs out of gas? Should ask the owner how much gas.
Copy. Left lane passing Maple Grove Parkway at 2022.
Go on channel 1 for a minute. We'll do what packs available.
St. Paul 1?
Yeah.
Or
711, are you in position for 6?
2400.
7711, what's your booking the chase?
Yeah, 2400 has a squad gone to talk to the owner on
That's
the
already 110.
Affirmative, we have a spot out with RO right now.
Asking 110.
Hey, can you ask her how much gas was in the car?
And we're middle lane at this time.
Middle lane is very close to 6 hit.
166, go ahead.
No, I can say it. RO is saying it had a full tank of gas.
Copy.
Darn.
Information squad will there'll be a full tank of gas in the vehicle.
That wasn't good.
Oh, well. Good thought.
Well, I've seen him run out of gas.
6 is in the number 1 spot, 2411's number 2, K9's number 3.
2368, copy.
Number 4.
Copy.
7711, number 4.
Copy.
Westbound still, nothing under Brockton Lane North.
Passing Brock. Under
Well, at some
Brockton
point
Lane.
he's going to realize we're not going to stop, right?
65, get 6 or get 6 out of it.
We got to get some sticks, but if he gets off the freeway, we'll be able to get a perimeter and get some sticks.
6826, I can try to get out to 141st.
Watch out. They're breaking.
1626, I copy. You'll be attempting the sticks at 141st.
This looks pretty good for that.
And we just passed County Road 81.
Copy. Passing County Road 81.
1265, right county origin.
Affirmative.
Pat's adding a little extra light to us by using the O light to move the cars over. Another tactic of a O light, Pat.
And it's working pretty well. Appears to be brighter than our emergency lights.
So, as you can see, a lot of these jurisdictions, they join us while they're in their jurisdiction, and then they drop off. So we have 3 county cars, a pit train car, the original car, and a K9 car that are up there in close proximity.
It may be different in other states.
Left lane, approaching the Rogers exit. We're right lane now. We exited.
Oh, good.
Copy. Exited off of Rogers exit.
Going 101 north.
Copy. 101 northbound.
7711, advise up river in Sherburne.
So now we are in Sherburne County.
Copy.
2411, I missed the exit, I'm out.
2411, copy.
What did he say?
What's that?
What did he say?
I didn't catch that.
7711, I'm second.
Oh, they're confirming that
2711, go again.
north.
7711, I'm second in the chase.
Copy.
So far, you know, this hasn't been.
7711 crossing 141st.
They're going northbound, they said.
Copy, passing 141st.
So is that the Elk River exit or the Rogers exit? He said Rogers earlier. I'm pretty sure it's Rogers exit.
Yeah. Oh, that's the bypass.
7711 approaching County Road 36.
You better get your
Copy, approaching County Road 36.
Google map.
We got speeds.
Speed 100.
So we are definitely
Copy, approaching 36. Speeds at 100 at 2027.
out of our area of expertise here.
And if it's 101, we're North County and you head southwest to
We're on
leave the
northbound.
county.
81, 101 and 81.
712, I copy no. Intermission County units can leave the county at 2027.
You say she can or can't?
We're still north, that's 53rd.
Copy northbound, passing 53rd.
You got a map? But
You see if South River can get stick zone at 10.
Copy, just verifying we're on 110.
We're on 101, so 101, and we're left lane. We're past 53rd, that was our last cross. Next cross, 60 seconds, through the street, so.
Copy, 101 northbound, left lane, passing 53rd. Second is going to be 60 seconds, not a through road at 2028.
I can see where we are. I can't see where they are.
Elk River on LTAC, sticks are just head at 101, Highway 10.
Okay.
Elk River, copy 6 at 101 and Highway.
Northeast,
here's the
still northbound on 101.
That's
We're quickly catching up.
Wright County 3340, we'll be putting spikes up at the 101 and 90th Street exit.
Copy, 101 and 90th Street exits.
Okay. We are.
Elk River 642, 6 at Highway 10, or 169 Highway 10.
the sticks are 4 miles ahead of us according to the streets.
Copy, 169 Highway 10.
43rd and
That's over north, East River Road.
we're fine.
Yep.
Copy, Northeast River Road.
The state of Minnesota, an on-duty
Right lane,
police
right
officer has jurisdiction everywhere in
Copy,
the
left
state.
lane.
Go back to the left lane.
We're going to think about if he
Right, County, we're
turns
approaching
around, we want to be
Back
able
up.
to, we have stop sticks, we want to be able to get the stop sticks out in time. In
Copy,
case,
road 6 wants to back off.
in case he
Approaching
comes
Wright
back.
County.
Left lane, left lane.
Left lane.
So the sticks are at 95th, right, or 90th? We're at 70th.
Just passing over 90th.
That's 2 miles ahead.
Passing
of us.
90th.
Ramsey County, can you bid? Yeah.
Remember, PIT stands for Pursuit Intervention Technique.
Approaching 10.
Approaching what?
Passing over Highway 169 now. Still north 101.
Or 169. We should have took the
Going
bypass.
northbound, 101.
We would have beat him at the bypass. Hopefully that's a Hennepin County car coming by us. That would be nice.
Elk River, good 6, good 6.
Elk River, copy, good sticks.
Good sticks. Good sticks.
Ramsey County's out.
What?
Copy, Ramsey County is out.
What?
Units, your approach is stop lane. Use caution.
Maybe you said he maybe got a flat tire.
County 29 out.
Oh boy.
Copy, Ramsey County K9 is out.
Pit, unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful pit.
7, I'm out. Vehicle is partially disabled though.
Copy, partially disabled.
Might have lost a couple tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, after you use those struck strips, hopefully you gotta yank them out right away. You've seen that on some of
We're
the
going eastbound on Main Street Northwest.
Eastbound Main Street.
You just took a right. You just took a right. You're by that Circle K. Come on, take a right. Take a right. Take a right.
Is that the trooper telling us?
Yep.
driver. Vehicle stop, Main Street and 181st. Nobody's gotten out of the vehicle.
Vehicle stops being at 181st.
Take it right. Taking off again, going north on Line Ave Northwest.
Check that map.
160 line into the drive pit.
Copy, attempting to pit.
Here's where the stick.
Line Ave Northwest and 183rd Circle.
Don, turn around, Don. He's going back toward Maine.
Well, that's what we're thinking.
Following on Line Ave Northwest. Squad's on 101, take it right. He stopped. He's got his hands in the air. Vehicle boxed in.
Copy, vehicle's boxed in. Driver has his hands in the air.
Line Ave Northwest and 183rd Circle Northwest.
Copy, 183rd Circle, Line Avenue.
I think we should just follow them.
Yeah, we're gonna, but we got
642, what a gunpoint. Got the car stopped.
those cars are flat tires, I'm afraid.
622.
Hands up, getting down on his knees.
Hands up, dude.
Copy, the driver is out. Getting on his knees at 2032.
Right here?
Yep.
Or next one? Main Street?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, missed that turn lane. We'll take this one.
Thinking they turn that way because
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
River 642, what a gunpoint.
South River 642, I copy of one in custody at 2033.
2167, good for everyone's discussing.
2165, I copy. Code 4, all parties are in custody and
Oh, and we didn't.
2033.
And we didn't tip the car over this time. I think that's a
Trooper
good
5
thing.
copies that. We'll be clear and we have recording of the Intermission.
All right.
Trooper 5, I copy and be clear. Thank you for your assistance, and you do have a recording at
Good
2034.
work, gentlemen.
Alright, 2010, put me out.
Thank you very much. Good. Thank
Copy.
you for all your work.
Nicely done. Ramsey guys? I don't know.
This is the rest of the location, the last location.
The last location is going to be Line Avenue and 183rd Circle.
pit out here on 169.
I mean,
So not the only one in
you edited it. That's what the main goal is, to end the pursuit, right? Yeah.
So our
So did the troopers in Elk River do the pit?
Elk
spikes?
River did the spike stop sticks.
They did a great job. They got all four. All four tires.
Unless they had extra out there. So we're going to go back and talk to our... Let's look back there clear.
I think so. I can't really tell.
Go back there. And so you saw the car there that was stolen. Was Deputy Jeremy Bolin spotted the fresh stolen out of St. Paul to... I'm going to turn around here, I think. Get back on the street. Oh, that didn't sound good. If I don't go out this way, hey, Sheriff Hutchinson, God bless you. What's going on? I can't answer your call when you're driving up here.
Well, you should be able to multitask.
Pat Scott, Sheriff.
Hey, how are you?
Good to finally meet you.
Friday.
Hey, one of your squads was involved, right? We heard them, right?
Are we on live?
Yeah, we are on live.
No, they weren't.
Oh. We heard them on the air. It was a good effort.
I think there was one.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't.
I was going to call you to make sure you were going to let us borrow your guys.
2010 on LTAC 1.
We got a few flat tires on our squads back there. Did you see
saw
that?
that.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know what we're going to do.
Just verify if you still want LTAC 1.
Very good. So, why this? You try to ram me or something?
No, stolen car. Just fresh stolen. So we just... Actually, the chase itself wasn't that hazardous. He was, between 65 and 100, but the freeway was pretty wide open.
Pretty much one straight line the whole way.
Yeah.
Why are you guys live? It's not Friday. It's a Christmas special.
We went to the Cathedral, saw the Cathedral light show.
Yeah, they're doing the nativity scene on with a light show.
So tell the viewers a little bit about your sweep of 40 carjackers and stuff. What you did last week.
They were
a little louder.
They were out doing criminal activity, and we put a stop to it so they won't carjack for a while at least. Some of them, but we got 40, a couple guns, pipe bomb.
Oh, you did. We had a pipe bomb under a St. Paul squad here yesterday.
I heard. So this guy's now getting feds are going for him. So yeah, a lot of people, and we're gonna be doing it from now on.
Outstanding.
In the year, or at least.
Well, I appreciate your leadership over there to take charge of some of this violent crime.
Yeah, so got enough gas to get back to Ramsey County? Or
Well,
what?
we filled up right before we started. We were down to 1/8 of a tank. It was a good thing we did.
You guys want my wallet to throw it out? Make sure you fill up in Hennepin now. So I made pretty good time here. I was.
You did good. Are we down South Minneapolis or what?
I was outside driving around. But so this guy's going to jail. Who's transporting him? You guys?
Yeah, we got him. He's ours. We clean our own fish.
We catch him. We clean
catch
him.
and we
By
started.
we, you mean Ramsey County deputy?
Yeah, well, the guys, the people that know how to write the reports.
Well, I'm pretty proud of the Grandpa Patrol tonight.
See you, son.
Hey, Dave, thanks a lot for stopping up here. Grandpa Patrol.
There's his new squad car.
We're gonna go check on our flat tires. No, Donnie Rendell. Thanks for stopping. Talk to you. Goodbye. So, did we come in from the right here?
Yeah. So, Under Sheriff Martin is with Tony Body.
Okay, that's good.
Waiting to get his tire changed.
Now you know why I was back a little further.
I know exactly why you were
Hopefully
back a little further.
Our tow truck drivers do have tires they can bring out to us. We don't have to tow them. We can get the tires changed. That's why it's really important to have a common channel that you can hear. You know where the stop sticks are. Looks like one of the troopers had his tire flat too. Technically, the defendant in the case should have to pay for that, but that doesn't usually work out. So the word will get around that you just don't steal cars from people, take off, and not get caught. See how many tires Donnie had knocked out here. got the yellow jacket on. You really shouldn't be on the side of the street, though. People drive crazy.
Yeah, they do.
People drive crazy.
Well, you guys have a good night.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for stopping. So 3 tires flattened by the stop sticks here. Really a casualty of communication sometimes when you are in an area that, you know, people aren't familiar with, things are happening fast. But the transmission,
Oh, what was that?
I hope that wasn't a stop.
Yeah. Let me go look.
Go check that. I'm going to check on this guy. Oh, but he hit a red.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I think. Just a piece of plastic, I think. All right. All right. Well, this nice officer from Elk River, he's got hit with the stop sticks too. He, well, before his tire was deflating, he made an effort to pit him. But his tire was, he was losing air during that, so anyhow, just so you know, I know we didn't stay right up at the front of the chase. That's not our job when we have mark squads that are up there. I'm gonna just stay at a reasonable distance to be able to assist if you please, but you got the flavor of what happened there.
Well, right back at the same Unidale Mall that car was stolen from, there was just an attempted carjacking at Wendy's.
Jesus. Not good.
Dark green or black. I think it's SUV. Minnesota license Charlie Whiskey Sierra 819.
Yeah, I just want to say before we close up this chapter, Jeremy Bolin, Deputy Jeremy Bolin, who you met Wednesday at yesterday actually on our water patrol. Great job spotting the car. We didn't have the plate at the time. He runs it. It comes back to the complainant, the registered owner there. What a great way to put pieces together. And in a pursuit through downtown, and then on the way out, Trooper, I think it was Trooper 5 this time, right? Wasn't it? But,
I believe that was...
usually Trooper 8, 9, or 5. Trooper, thank you so much. Hang on a second. Yeah, that must not be linked. Trooper 5, you still on the air?
I'll get into this chat.
Trooper 5 on LTAC 1.
Just want to thank you once again from Ramsey County. We can't do it without you, and you guys are always awesome for us. Thanks so much.
Not a problem at all. Always happy to help.
No, it's a Trooper 5 is a fixed wing aircraft.
Can't beat that. Well, it's great to see some teamwork. Those Elk River people really jumped in. You gotta give them a ton of credit.
Most definitely. There's a lot of agencies involved in this one.
Sheriff Hutchinson came up. Wright County was involved. Brooklyn Center. When I say involved, I don't mean that they... So Martin is with Tony Body?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you just call him and just tell him I want to just check on him a little bit.
Let them know we're going to stop.
No, we passed him already.
Oh.
Go back. We got to get back. Get back to our county. Just call Mike, put him on speaker. Hey, Mike, it's me as well. I just want to check on Tony, make sure he's okay there. How many tires did he got?
He's got one flat. Rendell has 3.
Yeah, we stopped to talk to Donnie, but I didn't get back to Tony. So tell Tony I appreciate his efforts, and sorry it worked out that way, but tell him thank you for me.
No problem. He's good. He just, wanted to stay in the chase.
Yeah. We'll just tell him I appreciate him being there with his dog.
I will.
Okay.
I will definitely do that.
All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you being there as well. Thanks a lot.
Take care, sir.
Thanks. Yeah, bye.
Well, I gotta admit, that's the first time I've seen 3 squads get flat tires.
Yeah.
At once. And first time. So, we got any more information on that carjacking? Was it a plate or anything?
Still, we've got the plate, Charlie Whiskey Sierra 819. We're running it now.
Time for a Twinkie. I'll stop up here. You can use the boys' room.
I definitely need to do that.
Well, you drank half your bottle of Mountain Dew already. I only had a couple sips. Yeah, the only bad news in that whole thing was checking on how much gas there was.
We might have to gas up again.
Yeah. He's got a full tank, the owner says. Hey, St. Michael, Albertville, one of the premier football leagues teams in the state of Minnesota. They're always in that state tournament. St. Michael, Albertville.
So it looks like the SUV from the attempted carjacking, and this was the suspect vehicle, not what they tried to take, is a green Chevy Suburban, a 2002.
They didn't get the car?
They didn't get the car. It was an attempt.
Green Chevy Suburban. So the Suburban wasn't stolen?
Apparently not.
Now we're in Rogers, Minnesota. You know what else St. Michael Albertville is number 1 in? Outlet malls.
Oh, yeah.
Call Jeremy Bolin.
Dispatchers did a really good job too. Kept us updated.
Jeremy was awesome though that he was able to do everything.
Yeah.
Transmit.
Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
200 51871. Take my card.
It worked.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you did a great job
I
there,
can.
Jeremy. Great job. Great
Thank you,
job.
sir.
No, it was flawless driving, flawless radio stuff. So it all worked out good. What happened at the end?
Well, thank you.
Did he make a sudden turn there that he lost you, or what happened? I know you had plenty behind you.
So he was in the number 2 lane. I was in the 1 lane. Sergeant Rindle was right behind him, and then there was a semi. Just as the semi cleared the apex exit, they shot over, and I was too far to the left to go.
Well, thank you for not
Monticello to turn around.
Thank you for not trying to make that sudden turn, because that would have been ugly anyhow, right?
Yeah, there was too many squads around me. I just figured there was enough people that were on them. I could just go.
I just want to tell you that I'm really impressed how you spotted a car, ran the plate, and determined that it registered to the complainant, the RO. That was a good piece of police work.
Well, what's funny was we went down Snelling to University, and then across University, and I was sitting at the light at Dale, and I looked down in the pending calls for the West District, and I saw the motor vehicle theft, and I told the reserve that's with me, I'm like, hey, there's a stolen vehicle report in that parking lot. We got to Marion, silver Toyota in front of me. I run the plate. I jump back to the call, see who the cop was, the exact same person.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's some really good
And I
police.
didn't light them up until we turned onto Robert Street off University, and then you guys were right there at the bridge, which was nice.
I'm going to let Whistler know if he would have joined us in that roadblock, we could have ended it there. Yeah. No, that was good work.
Heads up police work, Jeremy.
Great police work, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Very, very impressive. So, and great driving. And I was impressed with your Pat was saying, should we take over the radio for you? But you were doing better than we would have done behind you.
Yeah.
So,
I was just reading what was on the bridges above me.
yeah. Yeah. Well, nice job.
So
Anyhow,
I'm out here now. I just got here, so I'm gonna pick up the prisoner and transport him back to St. Paul and book him on it.
perfect.
He's got a warrant as well. So
you got a couple other county cars to help you if you need anything else. So you're good there.
yeah, there's a lot of troopers here, and there's a lot of county guys here. So
yeah, we stopped over there. We went back to check on Donnie's tires. So, all right, we'll see you in a little bit. Call us when you're all done.
sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Always does a good job. Anything he does.
Yep. He's a very, very talented kid.
We're a long ways from St. Paul.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. Actually, we're not that far from Ramsey County, Pat, because when we get to Bright, we're in Ramsey County.
That's very true.
Not very far.
And fine driving by you too, by the way.
I wasn't very aggressive.
There was no reason to be.
No. Well, early on,
Early on, there was reason to be.
Suddenly, you think those shock and awe tactics would cause the kid to, maybe slow down or stop.
Mm-hmm.
With one more car, we could have blocked the bridge.
Right.
There, but I just think probably we had extra angels protecting us because we were at the cathedral for a while.
There you go.
What do you think?
Absolutely. Well, it doesn't hurt there was a skilled driver behind the wheel either. So it turns out the reported attempted carjacking at the Wendy's on University was unfounded.
Hey, we don't get out this way as much, so we should probably make a note of what's out here in Rogers, Minnesota. I remember when I used to drive out here, there was billboards that said Miller Motors, Miller Motors. Remember that?
Yeah.
They owned all the billboards. Maybe we're probably already on the inside of that. But Rogers in Hennepin County or Anoka County?
That's a good question.
Maybe somebody will answer that. I don't know. Rogers. Hennepin goes pretty far north too. Alright, we're turning our radios back on over here to the right frequencies. Get back to what's going on in St. Paul. Ramsey County.
Rogers is.
I think Elk River's in Anoka County for sure, right?
I'm pretty sure of that.
Rogers must be in there.
526-7539 call.
Maple Grove, it's a nice community. We got some beautiful shopping areas up here in Maple Grove too.
Elk River, Sherburne County.
Okay. Good to know. I should have known that. So now, big thing is the justice system going to realize that if you don't give that young man some time for what he did, he's going to be out doing it again. At some point in the next year, we are going to talk seriously about how the justice system works. And stealing a car, fleeing the police, putting everybody else at danger, there's got to be some consequences. Significant consequences, including a bail, because what we find is a lot of these kids get out with conditions rather than bail. When I say they're kids, I mean I'm young adults.
532 and 529.
Young adults.
529.
Well, it turns out that that suspect we were chasing is 16 years old.
Mountain 7th Street. Car reporting someone was shot, and the shooter is still on scene, hiding in a tent.
that's not
So,
good.
a shooting on 7th Street.
Mounds and 7th. Sorry, disregard. Disregarding.
$5183, Closet 8 clear, GOA.
2107.
So,
Squad 384.
Kind of hazy out.
terrible.
Go ahead.
Put the squad to back and in East Boston copy at Mounds Boulevard and 7th Street East for an assault for a party shot by an arrow. The shooter is still on scene. Subject is an Indian male, unknown age, hiding in a tent. Looks like one victim was shot in the arm.
Oh, shot with an arrow.
Thank you, let's squad back.
There's the shops at Arbor Lakes. It's a good spot up here.
362.
Been up here. Shops at Arbor Lakes.
362 and 367, copy.
6147, that please.
Copy.
Someone just said there's a chase coming down 35E from Lino Lakes.
Straight 2, copy.
Well, let's go to LTEC 1 on your radio.
Yeah, going right now.
Eventually we're going to make a machine that can stop cars.
199.
Looking at your call now.
Not hearing anything.
Don't hear
This
you.
time.
Clear for that, then.
Midnight, 2109.
Suspect ran down the hill on Mount towards 94.
He's
Oh.
him personally.
It's a white male. Started floating about 5'11".
Copy. Suspect ran on Mounds towards 94. Subject is a white male wearing dark clothing, about 5'11".
Squad 375, we're on 94 now. Approaching the curve at Mounds Boulevard.
375, copy on 94, approaching the curve at Mounds.
If you go ahead and transfer over perimeter, please.
Copy. Squad started perimeter.
The victim is a 36-year-old male, conscious and breathing. Arrow is in his left arm through and through. If you can have medics come to maybe 6 and Mounds, have them staged there, we'll walk the victim to medics.
Well, that's got to be a first.
Yeah, arrow
Copy,
went
2111.
through and through his arm. I don't think I've ever dealt with an arrow shooting.
No, but I have to say, I honestly thought
Suspect was a white male wearing dark clothing, about
many
5'11".
times, how would you deal with an arrow? Because, you know, in the movies how they break it off,
The male is on scene now.
they told us just to leave it in, right?
Yep.
And let the medics...
They're on LTAC 3. As far as I know, it was northbound 35E from J.
2102.
LTAC 3, you know what zone that is?
There you go.
636, that was a check for you, victims.
Copy, we'll check the flight.
There we
61237,
go.
that's please.
D.
Copy, I'm sorry, was that 631?
Affirmative.
Sorry, 612.
612, copy.
Squad 375. Trying to figure out if the suspect ran down towards 94, north of the 6th Street exit or south of the 6th Street exit.
No, you must have a different radio than me.
With 6 to stop this vehicle. It's non-stopping.
Oh, is that you?
All over the road and driving dangerously. And,
Copy on a suspect ran towards 94 north, 6 exit or south. Copy strike 2, come to search the area.
We want to send anybody?
Negative, strike 2. We need somebody here on point with a rifle.
23-6, can you 10-9, please?
Here it comes.
What's your location?
We're going to send anybody to assist Anoka.
We're going to be right up there near that camp.
No, we're just about to get going.
Right at the top of the hill. Someone will make my way over there.
Here, just give me the information.
Copy. If any county squads will start to assist Anoka County, stop sticks. Last seen 35 vehicles. Last seen southbound 35E. Approaching 694.
You know what zone it'll take? This is the problem. Every radio is different.
Just a second, I'll check. I don't know which zone you would have to switch to on that one.
Donnie, do you know?
I'll check your number.
Here's another one. Yeah, we're not finding it there.
Hey, David. Zone E, David.
Should be on my radio.
It wasn't. There we go. Got it. Zone Q.
631. Trooper 5 on Outback 3.
Okay.
Trooper 5. Trooper 5's up again.
Up their location. I'm looking at 35E.
35E and 36.
We just passed Highway 36. Coming up
Is it on Q?
Yes.
Roseland Ave.
Okay.
Well,
FYI, we found it on zone Q.
Strike 2.
far left.
Super 9 close near. Maybe they can use
Copy.
it for Delta.
Zone Q as in Queen.
Information for squad
right?
3 on
Yes.
1. Marina 51 approaching Larpenter, 2150.
Okay, well, this is a chase out of, what did you say, Lionel Lakes?
Lionel Lakes, yep.
And info for squad state has been advised, and 2115 we're waiting for further info and updates.
Thank you.
2115.
Sounds like he was coming up on Larpenter already, huh?
Yep.
Does anybody have a better description of this suspect?
Tech, this is regarding this Arrow guy, right? And you got the chase on that one.
Right.
Silver 5 on Outback 3. What kind of vehicle is it and what color?
Sand-colored Mitsubishi Diamante, I believe.
Maybe a silver Mitsubishi passenger car.
Silver.
And you're directly behind it? 10-4. Just going under Arlington Ave. To the expressway. Alright, I've got the vehicle now. Cell phone, just passed under Arlington.
Vehicle still southbound, just went under Arlington, 2160.
So we got a Arrow shooting over on 7th and Mounds. Got a chase coming out of Lionel that the trooper is following now.
North somewhere and come south.
And we got Pat's need to get to a rescue.
And passing under Maryland now. We're still online.
I am,
370 copy, covering Sweet Hollow.
Me as well.
I'm a well-controlled man.
Okay, good.
376.
So we're just driving normal back to our county.
376 copy.
with more suspect info.
362, go ahead.
Suspect should be wearing glasses and was last seen wearing a skull cap hat.
We are probably going to go south
Copy,
on
suspect should be wearing
35W,
glasses, was last seen wearing a skull cap hat.
Casey comes 94 westbound.
Yep. Sounds like a great idea.
Oh, he's southbound on 35E coming into downtown St. Paul.
Trooper 5 on L-Tag 3. As I understand, this is a suspected impaired driver. Have you guys attempted to stop it yet or no?
820, I'm sorry, go again.
Yeah, 10-4 on Main Street, 35E. I've just been following until we get a trooper here, county car.
I just want to know if he's going.
Are you in communication with them? I have not been over to check with troops in the area.
I don't know if he's going east on 90. If he's going east, I'm going to keep going this way. If he comes west, I'm going to jump on 35.
Dispatch told me that there were emails. I can double check now.
I'm going to turn that.
We're passing or Mississippi now.
We got to figure out if it's going west or east.
Vehicle passing over University.
Or south on
still
35.
Southbound 2118, and this is Anoka dispatch. We did advise both State Patrol and Ramsey.
Still southbound from University.
Trooper 5 copy. Looks like we're going eastbound.
Eastbound.
That's eastbound University?
Negative. We're eastbound now on 94 at the 35W94 split.
Now the squad is just following.
Copy now,
at this point.
eastbound 94 at the 3594 split, 2118. 2 Robert 29, we're taking the 52 exit eastbound.
Just passing under 7th Street.
Copy, taking the 52 exit, passing under 7th Street, 2119.
Going to be in Dakota County pretty soon. And then, since it's not our chase, we will not. If we're not in the chase before he leaves,
52 south.
we will let them handle it themselves.
Trooper 5 taking 52 southbound, 2119.
If he gets off on Plato or some Concord, that's one thing. But if he doesn't, if he continues into Dakota County, then we're going to just focus back on our county. Which, by the way, we are in now.
We're still southbound. We're going to be approaching Plato as soon as we cross the river.
Trooper 5 continuing southbound. We'll be crossing the river 2120.
I would not like to be shot with an arrow. I'll tell you that.
Passing the exit for Plato, still staying 52 south.
Yeah,
We're on the right
medical
lane.
people say that if you pull the arrow out, you might
Copy,
bleed
right
more.
lane continuing southbound, passing
Right.
the Plato exit
If
at
the arrow's
2120.
actually in you, now this one went through and through, but if the arrow's actually in you,
I don't know if the arrow went through and through, but it went through, but I don't know if it was still in him.
it went. They said it went through and through.
Yeah, but would that mean it entered and left, but
Yep.
it's still stuck in you?
It sounds like the arrow wasn't in him anymore.
We have an
But
update
if
on
it's in
speed.
you, it actually, you want to
Sure,
leave it there
it looks
because
like State's coming up
it
behind
kind
us.
of
Do you want them to
seals
pull
the
some of the
veins and
squads to
arteries.
initiate the stop, and we'll stack with them?
That's what I've heard too.
Trooper 5, were you able to copy the Robert car?
Well, we weren't planning on doing a second overtime tonight, but because we got
We're still southbound. We
some
just
rest.
passed Eaton.
We'll see how it's
with this
going
low
at
speed,
10 o'clock.
It looks like you could potentially get around it and try to box in, especially for those state units if you're getting involved in that.
definitely a busy night.
Should be able to box the vehicle in with the slow speeds, 2121.
Well,
631 and 636 on we are
St. Paul
exiting the
is,
Cedar Chavez.
is looking.
Copy, exiting Cedar,
Oh, he's
Cedar
exiting.
Chavez,
No,
2122.
he's still in our county in that case.
Nate, you want to get ahead of me here?
If he goes right back into St. Paul, then we'll engage. But if he goes left, he'll go out to South St.
When you get a
Paul.
moment, we need
I'm in a tow truck on the way back to patrol.
And over to the state trooper, are you able to get in front of our Robert cars?
We're turning eastbound from Cesar Chavez.
That'll head towards South St. Paul into Dakota
Eastbound
County.
Cedar, Chavez 2122.
Unless he knows his way around to get over the freeway there.
24 copy.
C377, I won't pursue it.
We don't have a car already on the 52.
It's eastbound, Cesar Chavez, passing Kansas Ave.
Still eastbound Cesar Chavez, passing Camden Avenue 2123.
Correction, Kansas Ave. It turns into Concord, looks like.
What do you say?
Copy Kansas to Concord 2123.
It's on Cesar Chavez where it turns into Concord, going south.
We're southbound Concord now.
Still in Concord.
Southbound Concord 2123.
That direction.
Two Robert 29, Rhino cars are discontinuing to get back to the city.
We're going to go westbound 60th Street from Concord. Best opportunity is lock this thing in and take him. He's going real slow.
Vehicle is now taking 60 from Concord. Vehicle is continuing to go very slow. Vehicle officers may be able to block it in 2124.
Westbound Winona Street from Stickney Street.
In case you make a phone call, I just want to leave it up. It's good now.
Westbound Winona from Stickney 2124.
So back into 35E southbound at Little
This
Canada.
guy's all over. He cannot keep it in the lane. He's weaving back and forth in the lane on his own accord.
That's not good.
Vehicle is unable to maintain lane 2124. Wyoming dead ends.
You got mine?
We're southbound Kansas Ave.
I'll let it here, I'll trade you.
Okay.
Copy, there is a moving train at this time.
You're going to leave it there?
Oh, okay, keep that one. I didn't know that was the one.
Southbound from Wyoming.
I want to get off of this ME-Tech.
Southbound from Wyoming 2124.
Let somebody else worry about the arrow guy.
Stage 2405 to the squad. Are you pursuing it right now or just following?
No good at state. This was not a pursuit. This was following.
There's the lights on.
Maybe they're just red lights. You'll pull over.
Westbound Annapolis at Christensen Ave.
Back into the county.
State 2405 to Anoka. Until you call it a pursuit, we cannot assist.
Copy. We did not have an officer pursuing at any time. They were following because they thought it may be impaired or a medical situation.
Well, why don't they try to stop it?
Trooper 5 to 2405. This thing's been all over the road. If we can get this thing boxed in, the best case scenario, he's been on his own accord, driving in two lanes, driving the wrong way, with no lights on behind him. I mean, this thing's a hazard out here.
Somebody should try to stop it. That's ridiculous. We got a hazard.
2405, I copy. Unfortunately, our policy won't allow it. There has to be an active pursuit to use pursuit intervention tactics.
Here's the thing. Give me that. Is the original car still in the line?
Alright, coming to a stop at 295 Wyoming Street.
Hey, you're stopping the vehicle 2295 Wyoming Street. That is near the registered address.
Trooper 9, I just tried to stop it and took off, so I'm not going to follow it anymore. Alright, so it's all Woodbury. Nobody's going to engage. Trooper 5 is going to clear.
Trooper 5, you want to hang with it for 5 more minutes? If it's that much of a threat, the county will come down there.
539.
539.
I'm sorry, is the air clear?
Ridiculous.
9174, affirmative.
Go ahead.
This will be advised without...
And over to Trooper 5, you copy Ramsey County?
Detail at the capital city, right?
Westbound Winona at Harvard now.
Copy at 2137.
And we're going to go northbound on Harvard from Winona. And looks like we're stopping.
Copy. Vehicle is continuing northbound Harvard and now stopping from Winona. The registered address is 395 Wyoming Street East.
Well, how ridiculous. You heard that description, right, of what he was driving was like?
Yeah.
What has happened?
I'm not understanding.
Stopped on the northeast corner on Harvard at Winona. Nobody's exited the vehicle.
Bravo 3290, clear.
Correct. Trooper 5 just to confirm that was Wyoming and Ann Arbor. Stopped on the northeast corner.
Negative, Harvard Street on the northeast corner at Winona Street East.
Copy. Harvard and Winona. 2128.
5 minutes.
It's right next to 263 Winona Street. That'd be the closest house address.
Copy. Closest to 263 Winona. 2128.
4431.
Based on
Vehicles traveling northbound on Harvard from Winona now.
Vehicles now northbound Harvard from Winona. 2129.
Go westbound on Belvedere Street from Harvard.
Vehicles now westbound Belvedere from Harvard. 2129.
Alright, at Belvedere and Oakdale.
Currently Belvedere and Oakdale. 2130.
Right up to state, I think.
St. Paul Squad 656 will be in the area of Belvedere and Oakdale.
Oh, good. We got a canine.
St. Paul 656, you're in the area. 2130.
Give me the radar for a minute.
And it's just at the intersection Oakdale Ave and Belvedere. I don't know if he can make up his mind.
2400, we're 2 minutes away. We will attempt to stop and then we'll ask for assistance.
Copies that were southbound Oakdale from Belvedere. All over the road again.
South or north?
The road, 2131.
Southbound from Wyoming.
Southbound from Wyoming.
Southbound from Wyoming. 2131.
Well, the thing is, I think it's this one.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is Oakdale.
Looks like it might take off again here at Annapolis and Oakdale.
Vehicle looks like it's going to take off again.
Clear.
Vehicles now eastbound Annapolis from Oakdale. 2131.
State 2405 to state units. You can attempt to stop it and box it in if it does not stop.
He did say it? Yes. Is that what he said?
Yep.
Eastbound Annapolis, approaching Cary Street.
Who is that?
Got it.
Approaching Cary Street. Still in Annapolis. 2132.
Alright, squad's got it boxed in here. Walner, Annapolis and Walner. Backing up on them.
Oh, there he goes.
Through front yard. where are those guys going? But what, is there sticks in the street? Or
He
what?
must not be.
Able to go?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Vehicle eastbound from on Annapolis from Walner did attempt to hit an officer, 2132.
Attempted to hit an officer.
Why didn't we hear
East
that?
on Annapolis, passing Christensen Ave. You got someone pit. This is a good stop for it.
Take them. Hold
Alright, we're going to be northbound Kansas from Annapolis.
Hold this radio, will you?
Currently northbound Kansas from Annapolis, 2133.
Is that one of ours, or was that their?
That's or West St. Paul. I don't know if they
Westbound Wyoming
can
from
hit.
Kansas, okay to pit, 2133.
Vehicle looks like it's pulling into it.
Get him, Pat. Get him.
395 Wyoming Street.
Vehicle is pulling into the registered address 395 Wyoming, 2133.
Driver being taken out of the vehicle now.
$2648 on LPAC 3. Suspects in custody at that address.
2648 advising suspect is in custody at that address. Is there any assistance that's needed from Anoka at this time?
Snowblade, what's that plate?
West St. Paul 2624 is calling one in custody, port 4, LTEC 3, 34 hours.
009.
2648. Plate's going to be Frank John Williams 009.
Copies code 4 on LPAC 3 will be clear. So we have a recording of the incident.
Trooper 5, you copy code 4 and you will be clear, 2135.
Just to verify, we're at 395 Wyoming. Has a bunch of
Trooper 5, thanks once again, especially for noting all that hazardous driving.
Bravo 611 EOT.
Have a good night, that's 2136.
no, they turned when it tried taking off.
Who's taking them?
I don't know. Anoka started it.
Huh?
Anoka started it.
Yeah. Was it Lino or was it an Oka?
It was Lino. I think it was the Lino squads behind.
Well, you mean the Trooper 5's got probably got good video of
Yeah.
the driving, huh? So I mean, did he actually try to hit somebody right over here? Because
He tried to, our officer tried to stop him because he boxed him in.
Yeah.
And he tried to hit him. So.
Well, it's either Anoka or State Patrol, right?
Something.
I know we were out in it till the end. The very end.
If they won't take him, I'm sure State will probably
Well,
take
is
him.
Noka coming? You should call him down here.
I'll
You call him and tell him, hey, we got your
This
reckless
is
driver.
his phone. And I
Don't give it to me.
do we? Is there somebody who
What
we
is
should
it?
give it to?
What is it?
It's his phone. I was that was his dad on the
Leave
phone.
it in the car.
Just leave it in the car.
And they can figure it out. Thanks, though.
They had to stop the light.
Well, I like the way you jumped out of that car, Pat. I just want to comment. When I say get him, Pat, I figure he was bailing.
You know I was going.
Anoka to Ramsey County.
Ramsey County, 2400, go ahead.
Have you been able to confirm if the registered owner is going to be the driver?
Well, it's a good question.
It's
I'll check that, but I think he did pull into the driveway here, so that's a likely conclusion. I'll check the name. You want to go check the name for me?
Of
Copy, 2138.
him?
Yeah. Hey, I got a question. Noka wants to know, is the registered owner is the same guy?
I think so.
What
Do you have anything on a computer? No computer. I'll figure it out.
No, this is every county. We're in the county. We're Ramsey County, not Anoka.
He's hammered as shit, so I don't know what we're doing. I mean, you got to
There's a long Ben over there, huh? What's going on? Good, how are you? Yeah, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. See, the car that starts the chase should always hang into it, even if it's...
4851.
I thought...
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
State Patrol advised that it is the registered owner of the vehicle. They were also
I mean, until a few minutes ago, I thought the Anoka car was behind him.
It was.
Stand by.
2139.
Well, did anyone say the car?
His phone's in there, that's all I can tell you, if you need it. Yeah, like that West St. Paul, he's showing initiative. He wants the body. Everybody else can leave. Are we in the 40 acres yet or not? We're in the 40 acres.
I don't know. Let's have the helicopter land to take this baby.
He was good. We couldn't hurt him. I think it's there. You got a good video of that reckless driving. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got video.
Well, he's totally intoxicated with something up there.
No, it's Carter. Yeah, they got it all.
David, do you know if I sneak out of here, is that street full? How's it going, Sarge? Sergeant's here. He'll take over. Thanks. See you guys. Where did my glasses go, you know?
I don't know. A lot of stuff went different places, I think.
Oh, I got them.
You got them? Okay.
It's like that thing when you go to the range and you end up learning that you'll before you reload, you'll take your glasses and put them in the... So anyhow, this is a reckless driving of sort, impaired driving that started in Pino Lakes in Oka County. For some reason, they didn't try to stop them. I don't know what that was about.
I'm not understanding.
We thought they had tried to stop them once. How much room do you think I got back there?
Not much. I mean, you're right.
I don't know. Trooper 5, you still on 3?
No, he's being used on any Tech 1.
Thank you. You know what jurisdiction he's in?
St. Paul.
Thanks. You're using him for the arrow, man. No.
Yeah.
It's the most valuable asset we got.
Oh, no kidding.
I don't think I can get out here unless I get a little help, Pat.
Okay, let me see.
Right to the north of County Trail. Just kind of keep your eye open. You probably heard somebody down here.
You've got like 4 feet.
350 copy.
All right, I'm going to try to hit one of you guys. All right?
Yeah, you're not going to... If he doesn't move, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, that was nice of him. How about the other one? Okay, perfect.
Well, another nice job. Nicely done.
That man was extremely intoxicated. It looked like he was on some chemical beyond alcohol, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
I would say he was in a stupor. Right?
Pretty well put.
And that's like Trooper 5 said.
Oh, dead end.
He shouldn't. You sure?
Yep.
Oh, is that what the sign says?
Oh, hold on. Got somebody right behind you. Oh, boy. Oh, what a night. Mid-December in 2020.
Out at a gas station, Play-Doh and water shop.
Please? One of ours.
I think it's West St. Paul, but it could be ours. Oh, maybe it's ours. Maybe it's that sergeant. Well, fine job was done by all.
Absolutely.
Geez, I wish we would have known that the registered owner was here. We didn't know that from the very beginning. We just got to camped out here, right? By the way,
And over to Ramsey County or State Patrol. Stay here currently. West St. Paul's gonna ride in. Copy. West St. Paul is going to write it. Do you still need LTAC 3 reserved? State has no reason for it.
Dakota does not either, thank you.
Ramsey, not either.
Copy. We'll be clearing LTAC 3 thanks to the other agencies for the assist.
And thanks for your great job at dispatching. We appreciate it.
2146.
Yeah, dispatcher did a great
I
job.
currently
Yeah, I'm going to need some of that.
sister in Cathedral.
Okay.
5184 Tango. 82 copy. 2145.
So actually, while we were going eastbound on Annapolis,
2363. We're medics en route.
we were in West St. Paul's jurisdiction there.
Correct.
Because Annapolis is the border. So that hazardous driving and that pursuit that we saw there as we went eastbound from Oakdale behind West St. Paul squads was in their jurisdiction. Of course, they attempted to stop him. He was fleeing. He's extremely drunk. So West St. Paul can actually handle that whole fleeing and DWI incident. Anoka could have stayed with it too for the DWI, but they weren't allowed to chase. And
That's Trooper 5. They can check to the south of 7th and Payne. We're working west on the trail here, working towards Payne here on this trail, parallel to 94.
Trooper 5 copies west of the trail, adjacent to 94.
2500.
25. I've heard it says south of 94.
En route to jail.
We're making our way down that way.
Trooper 5 copies.
So Trooper 5 is in the Dayton's Bluff area in relation to a man who was shot in the arm with an arrow at 7th, what was that, Mounds and Kellogg? 7th and Mounds?
7th and Mounds, I think, up that way. There's probably that homeless camp that's up there.
He was shot through the arm with an arrow, and they are searching for the suspect.
Well, we're going to go into the Holiday gas station.
We'll probably
restart while we're in there?
Yeah. So what we're going to do when we pull into the Holiday here, we are going to log this off because it's about time to do that anyways. We're about to time out. And we'll be back on in a few minutes. Usually it takes 5 to 10 minutes to be able to log back on.
Depending on how many cheese dogs we eat before we log back on.
So if you can join us again, that would be great. If it's getting too late, we understand. But
we are planning our regular Friday night at 9/11 Central. We're not going to do the early start again, but 9/11 tomorrow night, in case you don't join us. Need to go to sleep, which you probably, it's only 10 to 10. Watch the news, turn the news on, and then join us when we click back on after the news is over.
There you go. All right, folks.